because Patmore's a fucking liar.
What?
What?
He told us start of this mission, hey, no Hut involvement. Ipso facto, there was HUD involvement. Anyway, getting ahead of myself.
Okay.
Basically, we grouped up because we totally got grouped to do this mission by random chance and not the fact we're only a group of 5 people in real life. We went off, landed on Tatooine. We're like, hey, let's go to a bumfuck nowhere town to get information. We ended up getting information, and that's kind of it. Also, we met a bat person before that.
So is that you met a bat person or a bad person? Because you did both.
Bat.
Yes. Both.
Bat
Same
person.
time.
And that bad person was vigilante killed by a stormtrooper.
Well,
Well, wasn't he a creeper?
Yes,
No,
that's
he
why
was
he's a
perfect,
bad
yeah.
person.
Yeah, he was full on.
I think random killings are in the Empire's playbook, so I wouldn't say they're vigilante kills.
Well, he didn't do the paperwork.
Cut down on the paper wastage. Paper is
Yep,
dying resource.
clearly an issue in Star Wars.
That guy's
Yeah.
a hero for taking that dude out back and shooting him in the head.
So, Irish, could I have you roll for Destiny? And then once we have that, you guys can... Oh, Emma, you were going to explain to everyone how I was a liar?
I did.
Well, you
You
didn't,
literally
you didn't specify
specifically
that.
said the Hutts aren't likely to be involved, but they totally are on 2 fronts. And one of them goes back up to Jabba.
Yeah,
Fucking
for
douchebag.
many degrees of, separation.
Well, eventually he gets there, and he's still a fucking slimy slug person.
But murder. Didn't you read the fine print? Like the clause at the bottom of that fucking job? It says guaranteed involvement with Hutts, like right there.
Yeah, no, on the GM layer, and if you can't read it before
Yeah.
you sign up, you're fucked.
On the fucking,
Like-
on the token layer, you gotta find the token, the hidden Hutt. Right
When-
there.
When you think about it, right, doesn't, through any number of degrees of separation, doesn't it always lead back to the Hutts?
Nope.
I mean, we were going to Tatooine, kind of.
Well,
Yeah.
no, because the Black Sun and the Pike also operate on Tatooine to some extent, so it doesn't have to.
I guess it depends on where in Tatooine we were going, yeah.
Yeah. Well, we were going to the middle of fucking nowhere. It doesn't exactly scream Jabba territory.
Java, absolutely.
He lives in the middle of nowhere.
So it's his favorite
Technically,
place.
Tatooine is the middle of fucking nowhere.
Yeah. We get on the planet. We're in the middle of nowhere. We
Yeah.
go to a city. We're in the middle of nowhere.
I think technically, in Star Wars, the definition of middle of nowhere is Uncle Owen and Aunt Beru's house.
I'd buy it.
It worked for 19 years. He was able to hide protagonist there.
He could have hidden Luke anywhere that had a modicum of sand. The beach in Naboo could have done it.
I just love
Why-
how Leia
why
gets to
did
be a
you make it
princess
about
while
the
Luke
sand?
is stuck on the bumfuck nowhere
Ah.
planet.
It all
think,
balances out
aside
because
from,
Luke gets protagonist status. She becomes heroine.
I think disregarding Anakin's trauma with slavery and, his mom dying or whatever, I think the biggest deterrent was the sand.
Yeah, Vader would never go back to fucking Tatooine. It's too much for him.
He actually,
It was too much for him when he had all of his limbs and wasn't breathing out of a fucking video game controller. So I
Out
think
of a
when he's like,
motherboard, yeah.
I
think when he's 98% circuits at this point, the sand is just even harder of a no-go.
in
Fucking
both,
Vader would never go to Tatooine. Looks at the comics.
in
returns to
both
Tatooine
canon
5
and
times.
legends, he does go to Tatooine briefly before Episode 6.
Tell
Yeah.
me more.
I
Yeah,
bet he
that
doesn't
was-
fucking like it, though.
He nearly kills
Oh,
Jabba.
go ahead. Yeah,
No,
he actually wants to kill. He goes back there at some point in a comic run that I can't fucking source to kill what's his name? The original trader who owned Shmi.
Oh yeah.
Watto.
Yeah. Yeah, like he goes back there to take him out, finds out that he's already dead, I think.
Yeah.
Like, and then he just kills a bunch of Sand Raiders for no reason.
Nah, he was
Everyone
dealing
has
with
to
some
have a
shit.
hobby.
also, to be fair, I don't think Vader's having a fun time in any place in the galaxy where he's forced to exist.
That's
He's
true.
just
He gets there and the vibes are immediately
I
rancid.
don't know. I think he's having a good time if there's a Jedi nearby.
No,
No,
every party needs a pooper, and it is constantly Darth Vader.
no, like he just fucking hates things. It's his entire hobby until Luke kills him.
That's fair. Anyway, Irish, could you roll for your destiny points today?
No.
No. You can't. Your sheet's not working, or you're refusing to make the roll.
Yeah, Caradog Cadigan does not believe in the theistic improbability that is destiny.
Okay, he may do that, but I still need the luck rocks to roll in the sky. He may look away though if he
No,
wants
you're
to.
a bastard. There you go.
There you go.
Oh, hey, we're balanced out.
Perfectly balanced.
We're a bunch of great Jedi, gang.
Okay, we're gonna scoot right past that conversation. Going.
Right. Bunch of greys, that's us.
Okay, you guys left off
Bunch of
where.
Jedi.
Nope. Letting you guys off where you guys left off last time. You guys are at Anchorhead. A man has died recently. A Jawa has been maimed.
In gold
Did
blood.
he live?
Yeah,
Okay.
and he
Shame.
will have
For him.
his vengeance.
You really should have just put him down. Like he was crawling his way into the fucking desert proper.
Well,
Could have just
I can't
buried
see
him.
how that's
Listen,
going to come back and bite
I-
us in
look,
the ass.
Obi-Wan
offered
should
him
have
a
put down
step back.
Anakin. Okay, it happens sometimes.
It's
No,
called
he-
not being
double tap.
committed.
He didn't
Yeah,
put
seriously.
down Anakin because he was
It-
running away from Sidious, but that's nothing, you know.
A little
in-
force push back into lava, a little
Yeah,
yeet.
just scoot him back into the
Yeah.
magma.
You know, like a little
His
push.
fucking
The
boots.
lava's right there.
In fact, now according to canon, he let Anakin go twice. So let's not talk about that, and
Twitter
we'll.
talk. Commit to the bit, Obi.
So, you guys, what are you guys doing?
Just taking a day
Attempting-
off.
to
Skedaddling.
carry out the plan, which will not survive contact with the enemy.
Well,
Yeah.
about that, we need an immediate rehash
Yeah.
because we're not
Well-
going to be able to hire anybody because that's literally the first thing the other guy would have tried.
What
Is-
other guy?
The guy we're
The
working for,
loan shark.
Angel.
Big fish sticks or something.
Oh, absolutely. That was definitely his fucking.
Nope, that is not his name.
No, that's canon right there.
No,
I think
hold on.
It
Please
is.
hold.
It is Big
Shush, please
Fission
hold.
Skipper.
so. Mr. Big Fish Sticks would have obviously went to any of the other independents and offered to hire them. They've clearly said no by this point. I don't think us making the same offer is going to work. I do have a backup plan.
Okay. But
Get it?
I think it's not the worst idea to try and like talk to one of them
Well,
because
also, like,
we have
they're-
different and better connections than
We're
Like-
prettier. If we go talk to them, they'll like us more.
Like, truly,
Like-
on all accounts, I don't think Big Fish Sticks is a looker. But
Oh,
probably not.
oof.
but also, they're a bunch of B-roll losers.
Damn.
Like all
Actually,
the
I think
why
that
is it
one
like
of them is
competition?
actually not.
If I remember right, a few of them are actually pretty well known. One of them's got a bounty, though. Getterdog's got an idea for that.
well, like, yeah, but in comparison to the actual champion and the contenders is what I'm talking about here.
Fair.
Yeah, it's 3 underdogs.
So a
Which
bunch
makes
of
it a good
B-roll
story.
losers.
I mean,
And okay,
yeah.
end goal here. We get them to work with us because I don't know. We're like, oh, the rebellion will totally save your family for slavery and pay for your sister's surgery, whatever. They won't. We lie to them. They fight us. They fight for us. We're just kind of sitting there and hoping they win, which I don't think is a good path forward.
I thought I was poisoning the competition.
Well, no, I'll
And I
get
thought
there.
I was going to use my force powers to make our pick better.
I
That's
thought
not
I
going
was
to
going
work.
to
I
source
could,
their information.
I could blind them with the big light.
This isn't
too.
in character, Danny. I'm sorry, but I'm not. I'm trying to move past this because I don't want to spend 30 fucking minutes on this. Okay.
Fair.
On this
okay.
plan that will also not survive contact with the enemy.
No plan does, Angel. Clearly, like we're living through it, not surviving contact with the enemy now. Okay. What I propose we do. Okay, mechanically, let me go over some talking points. The force thing won't work because it's in short range as of like the first buy. We're gonna be at medium, we're gonna be at medium range because we're gonna be in the stands. Also, one success up and down is not gonna make the difference. Second, yes, we are gonna poison them, but we're gonna poison them in a different way. Now that there's huts involved, we want to be a little hands off unless they come for us. So, I make the poison because I think I have the highest medicine roll here.
Yeah.
You infiltrate, talking to the rogue cat, and
Yep.
probably the little bat person because he can hack. You poison all of them. I go to the ringmaster. I blackmail him with the fact they're all poisoned, and that his show is going to go tits up, and we're going to blame him for it. So he gets eaten by the huts or whatever the fuck they do to the prisoners. We extort the money out of him. We offer him like a way off the planet, and we leave.
Okay. Let's
Yeah.
see.
Anybody got an idea
I
that
thought we
could work in
wait.
conjunction?
I need to reread this because I thought we were supposed to be helping him gain standing.
He's got to
No,
win,
it's money.
basically.
It
He
the
wants
way
to
Pam
break
was-
even.
yeah.
If he comes away from this with nothing, then effectively he's going to turn on us and be like, "Well, what the fuck was the point of you coming here?"
Well, currently he's down a champion in a big investment. So I don't know if winning winning obviously is the best, but if winning is not on the table for various reasons, then maybe recouping him the investment is kind of the
Yeah.
angle we're going for right now.
Well,
Give him some of
recouping
those
and
horses
more
back would
because
be
it'd be
fine.
the entire pool. Like
Yeah.
whatever they have in the vault right now, we give it to him. We take them both off world eventually, so they don't get caught and eaten by the huts, or
Yeah.
again whatever they do to people. And we say, okay, wash our money for us, or we tell the huts you rigged the game, and also that you're in love with the game, the ringleader dude.
Just for flavor.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
fair
how
enough.
they did it.
Crime of passion. They wanted to run away together. I understand. I see
Also,
the
you were
tapestry you're weaving.
involved with the bartender that we've totally not gotten shot.
Also, we're on
Yep.
the street. You smell bad.
Smell
Yep.
Now
Okay,
that I think that is a bridge too far.
Yeah. Oh dear.
Also, just to show him where we stand, I say we punch him in the face when we meet him face to face.
And assault. We'll just put assault on that list too. All right.
Yeah. Maybe a little pepper too. But okay. Follow me here. Not on a
Follow.
journey. Perhaps a walk, not a journey though.
Okay. I'm gonna ask you to stop one day, but that's not today. Continue.
What if we tried to recruit the basilisk too, the ringleader?
Well,
The
we
host.
are just very forcefully.
I mean,
'Cause-
yeah, but like at least try and like best foot forward it
Well,
because diplomacy wise, he might be useful.
like, yes and no. We don't have any leverage on him, and he's a self-serving piece of shit because he's on Tatooine.
Yeah. I mean, we could hack in and find some leverage.
Like, yes, but I don't think getting him on his good terms is worth it. I don't think he's I don't think he's that important of a guy. We can tell him, hey, the rebellion can keep you safe while you set up whatever else you want, because you can probably pass as an info broker after we fuck up his entire life. But I
Yeah.
don't think doing diplomacy on him is worth it or possible, given how Patmore runs people.
That's fair. Okay.
If you want, we could totally try it, because talking to him, we don't lose anything.
Yeah, I want to take a crack at it in some way, shape, or form. If it doesn't pan out, that's cool. But I figured it'd be worth it.
I will
'Cause-
say the immediate follow up is me popping out of his closet with like the garrote and informing him of what I've done after like roughing him up a little.
yeah.
So like
Okay.
he's gonna look on that talk with a new perspective that you've had. With him.
Yeah, like we can play crooked cop, violent cop. No good cop.
You two okay?
Unfortunately. Fresh out. Nope.
We're fine, man.
Okay, if you want to talk about it, I'm available.
But yeah, working plan here is talk to him first, get a group that can actually scout shit out second, so we can actually find where people are housed, like the fighters, and him, where he sleeps. We need to know where he sleeps. Do that. I'll be in the ship making the poison. Something between like a sedative and a diarrhea inducer.
Yep.
And then we roll out. Give it a 1-2 punch of fucking up this entire event.
Yeah. Sounds
And
like a
hopefully
plan.
kill a lot of people. Wait, did I say that out loud? Shit.
Nope,
nope,
that was on the inside. That's fine.
Internal monologue. I just heard.
I mean, no. Get away, bloodlessly.
It was the robot the whole time. No, Patmore, I got a question for you.
I hope I have the answer.
It's not like I'm kidding. No, we are currently on the ship again, right? I'm assuming we regrouped at the end of the last session, if I remember right. Okay, cool. Tatooine has an established holonet, right? It's out there, but it's still connected, right?
Well, let me look.
Because I feel like it should, and if it does, that lets Caradog do the next horrific thing.
Ooh, we like that. I mean, darn. More
No,
friends.
not the bat. Stop, please. Don't stop. It's okay. Hey.
Don't stop. Wink.
A thought occurs to me. We could also probably kill everybody in the Thunderdome with our ship.
It just that's always an option. Like I think for any job.
Yeah. But then we'd have to get out of Tatooine before people that are annoyed vaguely.
Well, to be fair, it's a minimum day response time just because of the travel time and word getting out.
Yeah.
We figure out where the vault is. We kill literally everybody with planetary weapons. We break open the vault, put in the credits. Hey, here's your return investment, and we leave.
Just turn the entire gig into Escape from Tatooine. It's like, no, it wasn't me. It was the one-armed Jawa.
Yep. Is that a Jawa again?
The answer is in no way at all is it stated. I'm gonna say if you're in Mos Eisley, probably What are you trying to do on the HoloNet?
Okay, so at least I know we're probably gonna have to go. Caradog just wants to kind of jack in and see if he can't sleuth a little information off of the bounty hunting board. He wants to know what the guilds have on specifically some of the competitors in the competition, because if one person has an outstanding bounty, Lord above knows more people do, whether they're in the games or just working for the people involved with the games.
Okay. I'll also note there'd be a guild, like bounty hunting guild place, probably in most Esper, if you want to try to get
Go
it
for the
from
sword.
a local source.
Okay, okay. I wonder if Caradog wants to be distant from. He could probably just look about and try and be unscrupulous, but or inconspicuous. Yeah, that's all. Perfect.
Cool.
Okay. Anything else we want to set in stone before we even get there?
Not currently, no.
Good. Any more wheels on this thing? It's gonna go in circles.
You don't like the usual unicycle that we work with?
Yeah, no matter.
Big fan of the trike.
I was hoping, expecting you were going to say if there are any more wheels on this, this would be a car, but I'll let it
Well, no,
slide.
because the point is that it's an imbalanced amount of wheels, so it doesn't function.
Yeah,
Too
it
many
could be
wheels.
the is it the Naughty Reliance? The free-wheeled car the English had?
God.
That always rolled on every turn because it was one tiny wheel at the front and two tiny wheels at the back.
All right.
That Reliant Robin or whatever.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay, so go to Mos Espa so we can look at the bounty board, see who's guilty over there. Probably everybody, but who's profitably guilty. Then
Okay.
go to the arena to do our plan, right? To do the scouting portion, right?
Yeah, out of character. Yeah, I'd say Caradog is going to kind of relay to the rest of the crew. Quick stop, Moses, but yeah, nothing too worried. Just kind of a layover. Yeah, I've got to handle something.
Thumbs up.
What do you have
Okay.
to handle?
Noticed a bit of a squibble on the back rightmost, portion of the ship. Going to completely talk about fucking gibberish jargon so that it seems as though it's like, oh, the ship's just got to be rebalanced or something.
If you want, you can try to insight versus his deception. That
Okay.
I'll give. I'm going to consider this an intelligence-based deception check and not a presence-based deception check. So what's your int and what's your proficiency in deception?
Neat.
My int is
No, not yours.
One second.
Caradog's.
My proficiency in deception is probably not good.
Probably not good.
Specifically, where are you, deception? Oh, there. No, there you are. Oh, actually, it's 2 green. It's better than I thought.
Okay, so it's 2 green. What's your intelligence?
My intelligence is 3.
Okay. Siren, you may roll vigilance. Anyone else who's interested may also roll vigilance.
Kenya is not interested.
No, just generally it's useful. Like if we knock someone out on the way out, we can also cash it on that.
Exactly. Caradog's just being sneaky about how he's doing it.
Okay.
Does he think we have scruples or something? He doesn't have to be sneaky about it.
He doesn't know you
Caradog has
guys.
just met you people.
Yeah, no, it has only been half a job for now.
That's true.
So I do need a 1 purple piloting check to take the ship from here to Most Esper and land. If you guys want to land in the city, it's going to cost you 75 credits. If you guys want to park outside, it's free.
Alrighty.
Wait, somebody here has 50 credits. It's fine.
Yeah, I got it.
There.
Okay, you guys don't crash and die.
Yet.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. You are now in Most Esper, the actual capital of Tatooine.
Very fun. Very exciting.
And then I'm gonna go ahead and look into that there information. If anyone really wants to accompany Caradog, he'll leave the open kind of invitation for all of them. But
Well,
just a good idea.
like buddy system, somebody should go. I'm
I'll go with
volunteering.
them.
Okay.
Okay. Why don't one of you to roll a D100 for the chance of shenanigans in travel, and someone on the ship may also do a D100.
Who wants to?
I already did it.
Okay.
Uh,
No volunteers. I'll go.
Nope, we got one
Already
from
did it.
both. It's on the GM layer and on the player layer. We have no encounters either way. So, you are in Most Esper. It is a shithole, but it is less of a shithole than basically everywhere else on Tatooine.
It's the most civilized shithole.
Yeah, like with a few asterisks of like, you know, Jabba the Hutt has a residence in the city. There's this is where the slave Anakin was kept during most of his life. You know, it's a shithole. It's just relative to Tatooine, it's a slightly better one.
Mhm.
I believe it's also where a lot of the Book of Boba takes place.
Almost all of it, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, with that in mind, if you want to go to the Bounty Guild office, that is not an issue. Just going to bring up the list of competitors here.
Just start putting X's next to their the names. It's like, this guy sounds like he would have been, wanted
Right.
for like tax evasion.
Okay, so there is no bounty on the champion.
Okay.
He only kills people legally.
An upstanding man.
Yeah, a man of true honor. There is no bounty on the Wookiee slave. You think the fact that he's a slave is probably due to him already having a bounty being captured, or he's been a slave so long he hasn't been able to get himself a bounty. There is a bounty on the Weequay.
Knew about that one. Quay.
Yep, she's wanted for killing her husband.
Good girl.
I feel that a lot of assumptions were made in the last 20 seconds, and I don't necessarily want to fight them, but they feel like a heavy
literally
side to
no-
immediately take.
Nope, no, literally no assumptions. Just immediately, good for her.
Yeah, good job, girl.
Spousal slaughter
We
is
support
empowering.
you.
Yeah,
God forbid women do anything.
yeah. It's not
I
like
support women's wrongs.
yeah.
So-
As well as women's rights.
It's not like she has a history of just murdering people she's married to.
Yes,
That's
Black
just
Widow,
efficient.
even better.
Yeah, like that's just efficiency.
It's a career.
Also, if you marry the person who's married their last 2 husbands, like, what are you doing, dude?
Fully right, like you've earned it at that point.
No, you got a good track record.
They view
yourself.
it as
You're
a
like,
game after a point. Like, can I survive her?
Yeah, can I do it? Can I be the guy who does it?
Like,
I can change her.
no.
Apparently
God,
not,
I
because she's
can
a fucking
change.
slave on Tatooine.
Tatooine is the worst planet.
So, moving on.
You started it.
I I 100% did not. I was
Stated a
describing her
crime.
crime, and then you guys went there.
The fact that you still can't predict that when we're gonna go someplace is Pat.
I have
come
hope
on.
in you. I feel that all of you are capable of rising above your potential faults.
Dude, what are you doing?
Oh.
Me
How many more
game.
hubby hunters are on the docket?
Not
Pat?
you. You know I'm talking to my cat.
I do.
I don't know.
Anyway, the Trandoshan, surprisingly, has no bounties associated with him.
Wowie. Breaking the chain.
We're proud of
The
him.
The Gamorrean has a bunch of minor stuff, including like parking tickets, speeding, and public indecency.
Oh, okay, I love the last one. All right.
Um,
There we go.
the
Twi'lek?
the Twi'lek has some tax evasion stuff.
Oh God in heaven, this is not going to rank up much in the credits.
I mean, depending
Uh,
on who he's tax evading, it might.
Well, the Empire. He
Oh.
pays Jabba. He's not a fool.
Okay, dude, get off of the chair. I'm sorry,
Okay.
you don't belong here.
I
Yeah,
understand.
Patmore, stand for the rest of the session.
I guess I will.
You better.
The what's your deal, dude?
I had 2 humans.
No, we're at the Theororan. I don't. I've never actually seen one of these guys' names said in Star Wars, but that is the name of his race.
Ioran.
Theoran, sure. Sounds
Are
Nordic.
you talking about the? Yeah, they look like squid people, but they don't have the compound eyes.
Yeah. No, he's a squid person.
Yeah.
He's just a weird squid person.
Yeah. The Quarren.
He has a bounty for smuggling.
That's a
Oh,
good
the
one.
lumpy fish people. Yes.
Okay, guy from Naboo. What's your deal?
What are those cow ticks on Naboo? He was a cattle rustler for those things.
No, he's actually clean. Like technically, if you're in Naboo, he could be in trouble for like leaving the Royal Guard because you're not allowed to do that. But you're not on Naboo, and Naboo has not put a bounty out on that.
I abide by Nabooan law. I must put this man in the dirt.
Technically, due to the era you're in, it's not a crime, but a decade earlier he'd be in trouble for helping the Empire kill all the Jedi and hiding in Naboo, because he was among the Royal Guards that were like, no, that's fine. We don't want to do this. Not Padme Queen. Empire, over here.
Empire all the way. All right,
Yeah.
cool.
So those are the crimes.
What about
So we
like
got
any
Luke,
employers or whatever?
More.
Like the owners of the
Owners, spectators, like people we know are gonna be there because we have like the pervert's hard disk.
So the basilisk is clean, mostly.
Well, he's a basilisk. He's always a little dirty.
Damn.
Damn.
He is currently clean. He has spent some time in jail for crimes done. Specifically,
All in the past, though.
yeah, specifically identity theft.
Objectively the funniest crime, yes.
Theft is not a joke.
Thank you for that.
Millions suffer every day.
He may have spent several years pretending to be about 20 different people.
It's just impressive.
None of them basilisks.
That's even more impressive.
Look how
Hey,
the fuck does that go down?
well, it worked until he had to do something in person.
It
I
worked
like
until he had to
that.
take a drug test for a job he was applying for. It's like, ah, shit.
You know, the
I'm
whole
gonna
work
try
from home extranet really made it a lot easier for him to do his career. Empire came
Well,
in,
thanks.
had to do his job in person, been working there for 5 years, and it's like, you know, Hank the accountant, meant to be a human, weirdly is a giant basilisk dude.
You've got 2 extra arms. Weird. All right, get back to work.
All the
Uh,
better to account with.
Yeah.
All the better to account.
Yeah, the big bad wolf strategy gets him every time.
Yeah. It didn't help that he wasn't a good accountant for all that time anyway, but, you know,
They
the
got him.
problem they
They
had was
let him
he
slide on
wasn't
the
human.
racism, yeah, they let him slide on the racism. But when they found out he was just an alien and also incompetent, right out the door.
Yeah.
Not acceptable. Not acceptable.
Well, basilisks are meant to be good at math. Why wasn't he?
Valid point. Put him in jail.
Kill him, actually.
Kill him now. Yeah. Put him down.
This
So-
one's defective.
I will say, like, there might be other people through degrees of separation are involved, but unless you guys want to camp out here for like weeks going by name, no.
Small scale stuff doesn't much
Yeah.
matter, I think. Because we've got at least the Weequay, the Gamorrean, the Quarian, the Twi'lek, and maybe the Basilisk.
He's done his time.
Okay, well
we
then
just
no.
lie and
Whatever.
say he doesn't.
What if we draw him in? What if we become friends with him? It's like, hey, you ever want to get back in the game? You know, steal some more identities.
What if we convince him to pretend to be Jabba?
We actually might not. That might not be the worst idea ever, because frankly, being able to fake an identity would be very useful for the resistance.
Look, as far you guys can try what you
True.
want, but after 10 years at Castle, I think he's clean.
He's reformed.
No, he's afraid of punishment.
Well,
poor
he wouldn't be
stupid.
punished.
That's why you throw your lot in with the extra governmental rebellion force that we are building, because they currently don't have any way to prosecute crime in any real sense.
You just found the most exquisite way not to say terrorist I think I've ever heard. Those were that was
Listen.
wonderful to listen
Yeah.
to. All right, yeah, he's not working with us.
Like, he would potentially be interested, except you guys have a lot of aliens involved.
Oh, he's
an
reverse alien
on this
racist.
world. He's
Basilisks are good. Humans are good. Everything else, pretty gross.
What? Oh, whatever.
What a line to draw.
what a stand.
This
Imagine
is Patmore not
being-
letting my idea be a good one.
No. Imagine being
As
a
per
human.
usual.
Imagine being a human supremacist when you're not even human.
Fantastic.
thing.
The mental gymnastics it would take.
Oh,
The
And it
uncool
has-
ruckus of his time, really. Anyway, to like the 1.5 people, I get that. Anyway,
No, I understand.
no, I get you. I mean, in all honesty, there was a crusade a couple thousand years ago. Won't forget about that, though.
Yeah.
there's always a crusade a couple thousand years ago.
It's terrifying.
Oh, he
But yeah.
is anti-Corellian though. Those guys, scum and
Of
criminals.
course he is.
Well, that's just being sensible.
Yeah.
That just makes sense, you know.
Wow. All right. Ketterdog, believes that fax machines are still relevant, so he's going to go ahead and print himself a flimsy plastic document and then just digitally copy it because Star Wars.
Yep.
And then he'll walk over back to the shuttle.
You will be charged 6 credits for the honor
6
of using-
credits for wow.
This place is insane.
Look,
This is worth killing over.
look, paper doesn't grow on trees on this planet.
Oh
There
my-
are no
all right, yeah.
trees.
He literally
Yeah.
just said it was plastic.
Yeah, like it's
Plastic
flimsy
also
pla-
doesn't grow on trees.
What is that saying?
It's made in a fucking lab.
No, you need. No, never mind.
Look,
Yeah, Caradog begrudgingly will pay the fucking tithe, apparently, because we live under a suzerain.
look. The problem is they're a small office, and you're just taking office supplies. You know, they don't have enough to go around without charging some to get some more.
Be like,
And
I killed
really,
a man.
it's two to the office, four to Java. So
Just make
I
sure
killed
to
a
take
man.
extra pens with you to make up for the amount of
That's the
food
truth
using.
right there.
Pens.
He's like,
Gotta
I killed a
pillage the
man with
No, no.
office.
staple
It
supplies
is
yesterday.
a creditor pattern here.
Damn.
Not if they see you.
only if
Or
they
not if they
spot
don't
you.
see you, yeah.
Caradog gets a bounty for pen theft.
Yes, this is. I think that would actually be the best one.
Like,
Until you
from
don't
the
return to the
selection.
ship because they arrest you.
Yeah, Caradog, the big bandit, well known in this part of the galaxy.
To be fair, if you did get a bounty for pens, you'd probably be the person worth most in that fucking selection of nobodies that we're going
It's
to.
factual though. Who knows? There's a few of them there that I'm betting on big. But yeah, Caradog will pay the fine or not the fine, but the fee, and
The
then
toll.
get back on the ship. Hello.
Okay. Now we're going to. It's not even a location. We just kind of built a fucking stadium in the middle of the desert.
So it's a failed town that they're doing it at. So it's like a 30 or so abandoned buildings. That it was meant to be like a new farming town / mining town, and it failed a few decades ago, and they're just kind of using the space.
Yeah.
The,
Okay.
the actual fight's happening in an old meatpacking facility.
All right.
Because turns out, alright, if you have like one crate dragon corpse, you can get a lot of meat out of it, but once you use it up, there isn't a second crate dragon that's just going to roll over and die.
No, but you'll have omelets for days. You just gotta go steal the eggs.
Good luck.
All right.
Or you take the eggs and then you have a lizard eventually.
Turn that up.
Or a lightsaber crystal.
I mean, I'm not going to lie. I would be a little bit disappointed if my lizard turned into a crystal.
But it's called a crate dragon pearl.
Oh, it's not a pearl.
But it's not a lizard.
It's kind of a pearl. I'd say it's kind of a pearl.
So where are we going? And what is my role in all of this?
You're going to the place now, and your role is
DVD?
yeah. I think a lot of roles are TBD until you guys get boots on the ground.
Yeah.
Like
currently we have murder making poison, me poisoning, hand wave.
Well, you can, like, Siren can be can help Benya out in the initial scouting thing just for the lay of the land.
I am
Yeah.
not good at that.
You're not-
I'm a phase character and I have medicine. That's what
Yeah.
I'm good at.
Ask for directions, Angel. Like, literally walk around and ask for directions. That's kind of what that is.
Okay.
There's no implication of stealth there if that's what you picked up. It's more a social, like inciting a room sort of thing.
That's fair.
Now, Murder, how are you making the poison?
A lot of things are poisonous.
No, I know. Like, if you're just putting like battery acid in a thermos,
Well, okay.
that's cool. I just
So-
want to know your process.
So, like, out of respect for those of us that are like more conscious about the value of life, I'm not gonna make mustard gas that I put in all of their cells and like all your guys are sick with what? Death. I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah.
I was just thinking of like fermenting the fucking cakes we have, just putting that in their food, so it's between like a hangover and like diarrhea essentially.
It's food poisoning.
Yeah, like it's just high grade food poisoning. Thank you.
Botulism.
Something that they're not likely to just fucking flat out die from, where because of like their surroundings, but they're like would be really unpleasant and would clearly incapacitate them from
Okay.
fighting.
So the book doesn't necessarily have exactly rules for this. There are technically rules in the like alchemy section that we're not using because it's a little bit it's poorly
yeah, no,
written.
this is high grade Sith alchemy, right?
And like, it's not really applicable, right? Because that like basic poison, as far as alchemy is concerned, is a discipline or law check. So I'll allow you to do a medicine check. I will say, regardless of how you roll, you won't really know its effectiveness until you test it on someone.
I have people here.
Okay.
Yeah, give it to the robot.
I guess.
Is it set up?
No, I'm. Do you have the tools for this? Do you have the poisonous supplies equivalent?
That's not a thing in the system. Nope.
I bet it is.
Okay, motherfucker, you're on.
Drugs and poison.
You said the activation phrase.
Yeah, it's not in drugs and poison, so it's going to be in probably medicine then, or survival. Okay, it's not in medicine. Now looking at survival. Probably should just be in tools, but yeah, I'll check that in a moment. Any luck yet, Murder?
Nope. Because it's not a thing.
I bet it is.
Oh, look at all the luck you're having with it.
That's true. I haven't found the one item in the list of literally thousands yet. I'm sorry.
The literal closest thing here is the fucking mess hall kit. Because it has pots and pans. But we have pots and pans on the ship.
I think in the spy book there's like poison rules, right?
Poison rules, what poison rules are, you apply poison to weapon, you hit somebody, on a successful hit, they're poisoned. That's, you don't, as I said, you don't make your own drugs, you don't make your own poisons. Which was a complaint I had, actually, to you.
And what was my reply?
You were like, well, you were like something along the lines of, well, you don't necessarily make a new thing. Everything you need is accounted for, so that's why they didn't make the crafting rules.
I feel that reply is a cop-out.
It's your fucking reply.
I know. I am in the best place to criticize it.
Like, I agree. I'd prefer something more concrete, and I'd prefer the little list they give you for like crafting new shit. But we don't live in that world.
I wish we did.
Didn't someone buy this system recently? Tweet at them, hey, what's the deal with poison?
They did, and what they're currently doing is they're printing books that were no longer in print.
Okay.
But
So I
hit
don't
them
know
up
if
like, hey, what's the deal with poison?
I don't know if they're
Yeah.
ever going to expand on it. I think they may have just bought it entirely for the purpose of being able to sell the books.
Hmm.
Which,
How unhelpful of them.
well, you know, that is something people were calling for because you couldn't buy hard copies of the books anymore. But unfortunately, it doesn't really help with specifically what we're looking at.
Yeah, no, it's not a thing. There's no poisoners rules.
Okay,
man.
I just went
Also-
through ciphers and masks. Yeah, Matt, I think you're right. Unfortunately.
Like, and also, I'm kind of just fermenting food and like fucking with it. So like, I don't know what I'd even do.
Okay. Well, I just my process here is because you're not using a toolkit around like an exact process. It's more experimenting. There will be some black dice for that because it's kind of doing stuff in the dark a little bit. Now
Like,
I will.
No, you can do what you want. It's just there's no toolkit to remove
Yeah.
said black dice, is what I'm saying.
I'll say in theory you can make your own toolkit after this. Like, hey, I don't want to do this black dice again. I'm just making my own toolkit. I'm making a poisonous supplies.
Cool.
So I will give you a blue dice because you are dealing with already super poisonous stale food.
Well, alcohol, yes.
And
And also, if I just get them drunk, that's also the level they can't operate on. So,
jokes on you, that Gamorrean hasn't not been drunk for years.
well, I feel like it's gonna be worse for him.
Probably. Okay. And Murder, just so you know, I am spending a dark side dice on this.
I was just about to say I'm showing a light side.
Okay, cool. Click the button, and I'll add it all to my side. I've got one blue, one upgrade on your side, and I have the difficulty set up.
Okay. Let me see.
Now, I will note, even on a failure, this isn't necessarily not poison, right? Because everything's poison, right? On a failure, this just won't give you the exact intended results you're looking for.
You get kill you poison rather than like food poisoning
They
poison.
all drop dead. It's like, whoops.
Like, it doesn't make them drunk. It doesn't it doesn't do any of the things you want it to do, but it does make them blind forever.
Ah, wood alcohol.
Classic
You
blunder.
ferment it right into fucking like poison
I
alcohol.
fermented into nerve agent somehow, like just like not having fun. Okay, I was checking my talents to see
Yep.
if there was anything applicable because Medic actually does some stuff with that. It's just not now.
Okay, cool.
Methanol, that's the word.
Oh, come on!
Yikes.
Okay. So, Murder. We're gonna spend your dice, your advantages here. So, it's not gonna do exactly what you want to do. So, it's not going to
Give them
make
food poisoning. Yeah.
It's not going to give them food poisoning, or it's not going to hung them over. It's not going to do one of those two things. I'll let you spend your 4 advantages to let it do one of those two things.
Food. It can do food poisoning. Them being
Okay.
hungover is entirely superfluous if they're just puking their guts out.
Okay.
So
I will say it is technically a failure. So this it is not like a clear tasteless poison, like odorless poison. It is kind of a like a greeny brown, and it smells like paint thinner.
yeah, no, we're putting this in prison food. I don't care. Also, one of the subjects is a Gamorrean.
I know. I'm just saying that's what you have. You have browny green goo that smells like paint thinner.
That's just what the water on Tatooine looks like.
I didn't even roll bad on my dice. That was just they had more dice to roll good on.
They hit you
It's
with
also
big
one of the examples of black dice actually carrying their weight.
Yeah, no, that's what I mean. Like they had more dice to give me failures rather than I had dice to get successes on.
And that's like an 8 and an 11 on the bad dice.
Yeah. Anyway, moving on from that, I do have poison. It's scouting time.
Cool. Also, you have like a thermos worth of it. Like a big, like a.
There were like 16 cakes though.
Yeah. And this is not you've used all the cakes. This is how much you could do in transit and stuff. So you used about you used 8 cakes, and you have about 3 liters of this shit.
Okay, cool. That should be enough.
You think the dosage, the safe dosage, is maybe like less than 100 milliliters per person.
So like we double that, give it to the next person. We're cool.
You think if someone drank this like straight from the source, they would be dead within an hour of dehydration.
Cool.
Okay. Cool.
During the time of the Republic, this would be considered a war crime.
So, just a question.
Yep.
Because it was a failure, and because we just, should get ahead of this. The administration is just them eating it, right?
So it can be consumed that way. If you inject in someone's veins, it will just outright kill them.
Well, no, but because it's like putting oil in someone's veins.
Yeah.
It's not a poison.
That's not what goes in veins.
It cannot be absorbed by the skin. It might be absorbed through the eyes. You're not entirely sure. It might just cause blindness.
I guess we do have options on that front. Everyone incapacitate
Just
people.
fucking throw it out in pocket goo.
You're not entirely sure if it's still effective as a vapor. But you
No,
could,
that
like,
covers you.
vaporize it, fill a room with the mist of it, and see what happens.
Just a little
Okay.
experiment.
Okay. Moving on.
I will note, just as an aside, the eating area will smell of this for weeks.
Good.
Let them know.
Okay. Anything else before you guys want to land?
Oh, can I ask Hemi to do something?
You can always try.
Well, I was just gonna ask for thermite. Like, I'm crafting this. Glenn crafts thermite.
Emmy, your
What's
thoughts?
thermite?
Oh,
It's an explosive, technically.
so Emmy, thermite, it's kind of like a metal substance that burns exceedingly hot. It's normally used to kind of melt through other metals. I would give you an example if you've seen Breaking Bad, but I'm not going to make that assumption.
I have seen Breaking Bad.
Okay, the thing that Walter makes I can't remember the context of him using it, but he
It was
makes
season-
thermite for something.
Season 1. Yep.
Yeah. What does he destroy with it? It's,
Like a lock, I think.
yeah, I mean,
They were
it's
breaking
just
into the chemistry place.
yeah, like I mean, it's a really high temperature melting thing. So you set it on fire and it will melt through basically anything. It is loud, it is bright, it is inherently dangerous.
Okay, well, that's a great pitch.
It was used back in the day to scuttle like tanks.
Yeah.
I mean, Glenn is down to try making it. He maybe prefer not to make it on the ship because he's worried about potential damage.
It
Oh, you
will
could
never
do it in a
explode,
kitchen,
but it
man.
might melt through the floor.
Yeah, that's the concern.
But you're so good.
Not always, especially making things I don't usually make. So
So, like, Ambi, you don't have to if you don't want to, but it is in theory in your wheelhouse to do this.
what kind of check is that? Like mechanics? Or-
yeah, it's mechanics.
Okay, I can do that.
Okay, I'm just gonna look at your class because I believe your class has shit towards making bombs.
That's right. I forgot. I'm a demolitionist. So
Yep, it is literally your bread and butter.
yeah.
Okay, so I don't think you have any of the qualities that make it easy for you to make a bomb. Is that correct?
No, I can I can make one on the fly, but I don't think I have anything purely dedicated towards making them.
Okay. So, Making thermite. Thermite's actually not that hard to make IRL. I'm not going to explain the process because I feel that might be mildly illegal. But it's a fairly easy thing to make. Emmy, do you have like a toolkit for making explosives or handling explosives on your inventory?
I don't think I can afford it. I'm just gonna buy that later. Let me double check.
Would that just
Like
be
a toolkit
mechanics
specifically
toolkit?
for making stuff, or just explosives?
Legit, I don't
yeah.
have it. I have a belt and a comlink.
Okay,
A
so
backpack full of bombs.
you don't have the exact equipment to do this, but based on the roles you've done in the past, that shouldn't be a hindrance.
Oh, we'll see. It might be a hindrance. It might burn through the ship's floor.
One second. I think Caradog might be able to help you with this. Caradog wouldn't even have to. But Ubats does have Caradog's toolkit. So if you need one, you can just use that.
So Emmy has a toolkit, but there is specifically like a bomb handling piece of equipment.
Subterfuge.
Yeah.
Or sabotage. excuse
Yeah,
me.
so what I'll do, Emmy, is you have half of the right toolkit. So instead of being the normal 2 blacks, I'll give you 1 black on that.
Okay.
And yeah, would you like to spend a light side point?
Sure.
Cool, don't click the button.
Okay. And
Okay.
that
That's
is...
not how you're meant to use those, by the way.
Why are you like this, Patmore? What did he
Because
do
out
to
of the
you?
entire session, this is the most effective and funniest point for me to use dark side points.
That wasn't even fucking close. I'm actually upset at my roll. Looking at it. Fuck you.
Okay, Emmy, you are able to make 2 socks worth of thermite.
Well,
Okay.
The fuck kind of measurement is that?
Yeah, I was
You guys
just
are
saying,
Americans. You
like,
guys
like,
understand weird.
Okay, no, we
Yeah.
don't. What the fuck?
No, Emmy,
Like, are
Emmy,
we
you have
talking-
1/16 of a washing machine's worth of napalm.
So,
you've got
for
3/4
example,
cheesecloth
we have-
worth of thermite.
we have running no-show socks. We have ankle socks. We have,
That's
knee
the hell you're
highs.
going
Like,
on in this
Oh,
situation.
Okay, so I
Yeah,
want to
like, what are you-
clarify.
Rock?
The socks go halfway to the knee.
so
Okay.
well,
so
you
like
need
2
a handful.
pounds.
Oh my god.
Well, what I was more describing is you have essentially 2 medium to small size containers of thermite that can be used.
Why didn't
I-
you just say that?
Yeah, I
No,
love how
Glenn
you
does put
didn't-
them in socks.
You chose not to say that, but earlier you literally said, "Yeah, you've got a thermos worth of fucking poison." You could have
Well-
just said a thermos worth of thermite. It would have been
Yeah,
perfect.
no. The only thermos is currently full of poison.
Oh, okay,
you guys didn't bring supplies. You're jury-rigging. You've got a thermos full
Yeah,
of poison,
Glenn does
and you.
use his socks to put the thermite in.
Oh.
so-
Okay, cool. We have thermite. That's
Yep.
like a lot of uses.
This is gonna be like... Never mind.
Now, if you want, Emmy, you can like cover the sock with like adhesive or something like that, and then you can just like stick it to stuff and then set it on fire.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Well, no, we don't want to use all the thermite all at once. You need like a handful to burn through locks and shit.
Why
don't
didn't you
need the
say that?
whole
I made
sock.
so much. It took my entire day.
No, it's good that we have access. It means we get to burn through more locks.
Boy.
It's also
I guess
a really big
everyone
fire hazard.
taking... Is everyone taking like their pocket thermite and we're
I
good?
I wouldn't recommend loose carrying it.
I'll do
No,
a
I
little.
have
I'll do
smaller
a
socks.
safety
I have
presentation
I have
for
ankle
everyone.
socks, Patmore. I can just use that.
We all have socks that we can put our thermite into, yes.
Okay, I recommend making note of which socks have thermite in it and which socks are still in regular circulation because you don't want to put your foot in the thermite sock.
Yep, duly noted.
Thanks, genius. Okay. God, I hate you.
I respect you.
I think that's it. I think that's all the prep I wanted for like this whole fucking heist movie shit we're doing.
Glenn might tinker around a bit because he made his big blinding light, but he thinks it might be fun to have a handheld blinding light. So when he's not working on thermite, he'll be trying to make like a super bright mini torch, I guess.
Isn't the light a range light weapon? I thought
Yeah.
it was.
Like
So
we can try for smaller if Emmy wants.
I thought it was like a big spotlight.
No, you made a concentrated a laser. Is what you
Yeah.
made.
Oh shit! I'll just bring that one with me.
like,
then.
like it's like one of those security torches, right? It's like you could fit like 5D batteries in it, sort of thing.
Okay.
And like
Yeah, I'll
it's
just take that one.
it's not a spotlight, but it's not the I put it in my pocket and no one notices it. But on the upside, it works as a bludgeon.
The best of both worlds, really.
Yeah. So, with that in mind, are we landing? Are we there, or do we still have more planning to do?
I think we're there. I think we're getting ready to walk or like go.
Okay.
Just tell me when I'm putting it down.
Pilot, may I have a piloting check?
Yes. Sir.
Good news, you don't have to pay rent here.
All right.
Holy fuck!
Look at that.
That is 4 dice, and 3 of them are ones.
Incredible.
You guys feel more so than any other point on this journey. You guys nearly all crashed.
I was thinking about the thermite in my shoes.
Oh no, you mixed up the thermite socks.
No, my tiny little feet. They've been kindled.
I think with thermite though, you want to avoid any moisture or it becomes somewhat inert, so do be careful. Anyway, you guys.
Yeah, on the fucking desert planet with 5 suns, that's gonna be a problem.
I'm worried about your sweaty feet, Matter.
I'm not wearing the thermite socks.
Sure.
Oh boy.
So
I'm not fucking waltzing in there like, oh, this will get him, and I kick a guy, and it's fucking oblivion for both of us.
I'll come here. The leg comes off.
Oh boy.
literal thermite kick.
Mm.
Like Matter, that's the
Get it
same
off
as like coating your hand with nitroglycerin and shouting nitroglycerin punch.
You leave it in your flask.
Anyway, so getting to the parking at the town, you guys would see probably around 40 speeders, around 20 ships, ranging from like starfighter sized to like silhouette. 5 being the yacht that the Basilisk lives in. So, do you guys want to go out and hang out with the dangerous weirdos, or do you guys want to chill on the ship for a while? Like weirdos.
I think I'm supposed to. What? Distracting people? Like, I still do not understand what you want me to do.
You and I are going to go scope out the whatchamacallit.
Oh my god.
Coliseum. Fuck me. That was not gonna come. Coliseum, you're gonna do the howdy, I'm new in town. Show me the way to the glorified violence, please and thank you. And I'm probably gonna break in somewhere. TBD.
Now, Kat, you have the poison thermos with you right now?
I mean, I don't have the full thermos, mostly because you said it took 100 mils to incapacitate a grown man, so I probably don't have the fucking I don't have the 3-liter thermos, but I probably have a a glass's worth, maybe a pint glass's worth of it.
In what container?
Oh my
A
god.
pint glass. No.
Oh, this session has been just unusual measurements. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
In a
My
fucking
question is,
bottle,
what is...
Patmore.
Okay.
Yeah, just like a
You have
bottle
it in
or
a
like
water bottle.
like
Cool.
a flask. Yeah.
Not a problem. I just wanted to know in what way you're carrying it.
In her fucking hands, just draining around like a goddamn water peasant, hoping it doesn't spill too much.
It's all right, you know. Good balance.
We do things in socks now, apparently. Yep.
No, you guys just have a pair of vesties you're keeping them in.
Oh boy.
Wineskin also,
worse.
actually, this might eat for a wineskin. You probably don't want to use a wineskin.
I'll keep it in the flask. It's fine.
There
Okay.
we go.
Now, I'll note, I said like 100 mils is enough for an individual dose. If you're like poisoning the punch bowl, you're probably going to need the whole thing.
Yeah, I
Okay.
brought enough to sauce everyone. Yeah.
Okay.
Don't sauce the whole stadium, or do I guess? Like,
Oh boy. So did everyone else not get enough sleep last night too?
no, this is just how I'm like.
Yeah, I actually woke up a few
Yeah.
hours early due to smudge, so I kind of know how you feel.
I don't sleep
Oh, boy.
ever.
Fair enough. Can't
Anyway,
let the enemy catch you off guard.
as you
Can't.
guys park outside of town, there will be people standing guard at kind of all of the entrances. You are expected to pay before entering town.
Yeah. Is that the 75 to park or a separate fee?
No.
For
To
being
enter,
alive here.
it is 35 credits a day.
Per person?
Yeah, that's how they make their money.
Who's
Now-
on
I
guard?
mean,
Now, if
I
you
mean-
don't want to pay that, you can try to break in, but that's how much they want people who are in attendance to pay.
I'm just gonna pay it. We're just paying it. It's easier.
Okay, as long as
guess when
everyone...
you're a desert shithole, you can put a premium on civilization.
You can, yes. So as long as everyone puts up 35 credits, you guys can enter.
The town or the arena? Like,
This
where
gives
are
you
they?
access to the town. The arena itself is like has people in it, but it's not guarded per se.
Okay, I'll do my thing. I'll pay them.
Now, if you want a private box for the show, for like the you know the few days that this is happening, it is 700 credits.
Nope, don't want
No,
that. I'm
don't
not gonna be
have it.
staying that long.
Don't have the money for that.
Okay. If you guys don't want to have like the private booth show off your privilege, it's fine.
What privilege?
Really fair.
Hey, we're getting paid minimum wage by...
You're getting paid?
Yeah, you can
Yeah,
pay
we
it too.
are. We have a
Yeah,
wage,
it's 50 a
50,
mission.
Oh.
No,
Well,
no,
let me add.
50 a day.
nope, no,
Well-
not a day. It's a week thing.
So how
50
much
a
money
week?
did we get for the last mission?
50.
Cool.
Like,
Not gonna think about economics.
yeah,
I refuse.
you would be paid more, but you guys get a lot of shit for free, like for room and board.
Fucking Caradog's just over there like, I was told I was getting paid in exposure. I don't know what you people are talking about with this
Yeah,
trash.
getting paid in experience.
They were telling me that this was good for on hand. Like,
Well, unfortunately for
I thought I
Caradog, the
was building
person
a
who
portfolio.
got him onto the job is taking his 50 credits a week.
it's true.
It happens.
It does happen.
Well,
You gotta
so you
watch
only
out
try it
with
with the weird aliens because they'll believe you. Okay.
Okay. Is meeting Vision Skipper
Mhm.
part of the job? Like, should we touch base with him, or are we just like gonna commit crimes in the
He would
background and pick
he
him
would
up on our way out
like
of
to know
town?
that you showed up.
That's fair.
Oh wait, we have like a predetermined. Oh no, Fission Skipper is not the basilisk.
No. He's the
He,
Job
he's
guy.
loser. Yeah.
guy that made bad bets.
No, he made good
Bad.
bets and his guy died.
It was
Yeah.
a bad bet. Should have expected him to die.
You
Yeah,
bet
he
on
should
the
have
guy that was
seen that
gonna
car
die.
crash coming.
Should have
Be able
had
to
a
see the
spare,
future.
man.
Also in car.
Also, same car. They were carpooling, apparently.
He's really a all his eggs in one basket kind of guy.
They were
This is
brothers.
not a- really,
It's
this is a story of the personal devastation of one family that we're trying to profit off of.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
not like Deveronian twins.
Okay, moving on. Yeah, sure, we'll meet with him because I do have something to tell him.
Okay. You can meet him in the audience, or you can meet him on his ship.
Probably his ship.
Okay. His ship is... It's nicer looking than yours, but the internal volume is less. So... Maybe one of you might need to sit outside. Unless you guys aren't all going in. Like, it's not the
Dibs.
spot. To sit outside, or dibs to sit in?
Yes.
Okay. Assuming you
She's gonna
give him
eavesdrop on people.
cool. Assuming you give him like the right, signs and counter signs and stuff, he would offer all of you a small glass of whiskey. He
No,
is
thanks.
he is just going to assume Tank is a gladiator,
Oh, he can do whatever he wants
and
to.
he will be sizing you up, Mother.
Yep. I'm sizing him up too. Could he fit into a trunk?
No, he's quite portly.
Box then. Okay.
A crate?
Gotta
Yes.
be straight with him. Gonna be 100% straight with him. He needs to get the fuck out of here. Like now.
Why?
Like the second we step off of his ship.
Why?
Because I just told you to.
I'm the employer. I tell you what
I
to
know.
do.
We're gonna get you your money. But for your continued well-being, you probably shouldn't be here for how we get it.
But how would I collect my money?
We will
What-
bring you the money.
Oh my
Please Tank. We will bring you the money, but it would be safer for you and safer for us if you went ahead and made yourself scarce for the time being.
So so what you're saying is, if I go for a small holiday, I can come back. Like, you guys will deliver me my money, and that's it.
Yep. Stay within system because I don't want to go around the entire universe to find you. But yes,
Okay. And if you fail,
we won't.
but if you do, you will pony up the money that you failed to get.
Yes.
He will hold a hand out to shake on it.
I'll shake on it.
Very nice hand.
What species is he anyway? Like, is he human, right?
He's mostly human. There's a little bit of weird pigment. That could be a lack of sunlight, or that could be a little bit of like weird humanoid, different skinned parentage or whatever.
Cool. By his reaction, I can assume that all he wants out of this is his money to like
Yeah.
break even or make a profit. Yep. It's not a power play thing.
No, he
Uh,
wants money. The only reason he wants to do stuff potential the rebellion is because there's a lot of money in that.
Okay, cool. Simple. Before he leaves, before we leave it, so he can get the fuck out of here, I do want to ask if he has literally any important information on the goings on in there.
The Gamorreans are drunk. Don't marry the weak way. She kills her husbands.
Okay. To cut you off, I meant interpersonal between the owners and not necessarily the gladiators. Is there tension, that type of thing? More tension than usual. Don't be a smartass. I'll break your hand.
I don't think so. I'm normally quite drunk during these events.
This guy's fucking useless.
Yeah, I'm real glad he warned us about the weak way thing. I was thinking about it.
You wanted to shoot your shot on that one?
I had like this real sneaking suspicion that maybe I was the one.
Yep.
Okay. Get the fuck out of here, dude.
I need you to leave my ship before I can do so.
The implication is we're leaving as I say that.
Okay. Cat, roll a perception check or a streetwise check. He will give you his phone number. He's gonna be hanging out at the Adult Entertainment Center in Mos Espa for next week.
Good.
Cool.
Oh, good roll, Cat.
So, let me open something up. One moment.
Now, sorry, but just so we can have the timeline right, because it has been a week since we went over the proper timeline. They're starting tonight, right?
Yep, that's match 1.
Okay.
Match 2 will be will be tomorrow, and then so round 1 is today, round 2 is tomorrow, and round 3 is the following night.
Okay, thank you.
Cat. So you do pick up a lot of people talking about shit you already know. You guys have a very voluminous amount of information on here, so that does make the baseline success a little bit redundant, but you can clarify the information you already have. The only piece of new information you have is you have the current you have the rumored kind of fighting arrive, who's fighting who. Do you want me to tell you that information, or are you good not knowing?
So, with it being a 3-day tournament, are we poisoning everyone in the beginning, or are we biding our time and poisoning in the second or third round?
I was just about to go pee. Fuck.
Go pee.
No, I got no.
Okay.
Let's take a 5-minute break.
No, I got this.
He's got this, guys. Don't worry about it.
You need to take a piss. There's nothing wrong with that.
Okay, fine. Very fast.
Okay,
no,
cool.
No. You get back there. You don't get to.
No. We'll take a 5-minute break.
In the trenches.
Yeah, we'll allow Murder to do what he needs to do.
Damn.
Sounds good.
I was just sitting here eating a can of beans. I'm just all right. Fucking guy.
It's that would be useful if we were poisoning on the first day, to weigh the match in people's favor. Because okay, with that, we could actually try and hire one of the guys, the Naboo guy, the local boy, or the Twi'lek. We could try and take a swing at that again. And then strategically poison.
Yeah.
So
match.
Yeah, exactly. So we hire Naboo. So Naboo's going up against Gamorrean. We poison Gamorrean. Naboo wins. Cool. Next day he's going up against Weequay. So we poison Weequay. Cool.
So what would really
Sweet.
just be handy to have is the brackets, is knowing who's going to be going up against who.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Hey, that's something that the characters can do too. It's just let's go and try and find who organizes or at least knows the bracket
oh
system.
no, I already have that.
Well,
That
there
was
you
what my
go.
eavesdrop check was. So like it's information that we can use if instead of doing the whole basilisk at gunpoint thing, we actually do hire someone and try and just work our way through the competition.
I'm back.
No,
What are we talking about?
I think that's a good idea.
So, with the bracket, if we were to touch base with one of the three that we were thinking about, and we did convince them to get hired on, like social check our way into it, because as we've just found out, Fish Sticks isn't like the most presence character. We could hire one of them and then kind of like use the poison to like skip step our way through it. So like if we get Naboo, it's Naboo against Twilight, we poison Twilight, then it's Naboo against Weequay, we poison Weequay. We could step our way up like that.
Like, okay, I have thought of that. The reason why I didn't go with it is like more or less we'd have to stick around for the entire duration of the tournament, and
Yeah.
we'd consistently run the risk of people like finding us out that we're poisoning people.
Yeah. There's
And
more
there's-
fail points, definitely.
And there's huts here
There
who
is
are
huts.
interested in their own champions, which is like they have the most resources to look into it. Is what kind of like the rest of these guys, it's whatever. Hell, we could even kill the employers if they piss us off enough, right? The huts are going to be a problem, kill them or not. Which is kind of why I was thinking we do it right now. We tell them, hey, we've just sabotaged your entire show and are exclusively going to blame you for it, for like Basilisk could do it, right? We can save your skin after endangering it, and you can give us our money. Or we could just go scorch earth on this. Which is just a 1-2 step program to just being done here.
Yep.
Like it.
So are we trying to intimidate him before this all happens? Like what? I don't understand.
So currently, we're pulling the trigger and telling the Basilisk, hey, this is what we did. It's your job to figure out how you deal with the aftermath. You can side with us or you can take the fall for it.
Yeah, more or less.
The guy that we just told to leave.
No,
No.
the Basilisk, the dude that's in charge of running this and is like a known factor in like setting up tournaments.
Yeah, he's like, oh, who the fuck is it? That one guy who's always hosting stuff. Like, he's hosted like a bunch of talk shows. Not talk shows, game shows. Howie Mandel?
Howie, no, Howie.
No.
What are you talking about?
No, it's not him, but it's that genre. You know the type I'm talking about.
I get you.
Yeah. So we go to
Rhymes.
we go to Howie Mandel and say, we've ruined your game show. We've poisoned everyone. Either shut up. Either you can give us the money and come with us and kind of burn this operation and get out scot-free, or you can go down with the ship. You can take all of the briefcases and go down with the ship.
You can
Like,
take
no.
all of the briefcases.
Like fully tell him, no, we're gonna set it up like you fucked this up somehow to the hut,
Yeah.
and then we're
So
gonna
then we're bluffing.
No, we've already pulled the trigger. All the briefcases are bombs. The models are dead.
This is a confusing analogy, even though I get you.
Yeah, I'm
like,
sorry.
not the
So
best way to
we're
phrase that.
gonna poison. Are we poisoning like the first round?
Everyone.
like everybody, yeah. And we're telling him, hey, the show is fully not happening because everybody's trying not to shit themselves to death. You can come with us and still live, or you can take the fall for it. That's the entire plan.
What could possibly go wrong here?
If like
Sure.
we're still on the precipice of the eve. So if you have another plan to pitch, sport metaphor that I can't be bothered to complete.
Baseball, sporting, good.
Or ball,
Throwing
yeah.
things.
I just love how we went from we're gonna find us a good gladiator to we're poisoning everybody. That's a leap.
Oh,
We
it's a
have
bit,
made
yeah.
a leap.
It's a bit of one.
Well, we don't have a melee character, and I want, like, now that we have the bracket, I want to take at least a swing at recruiting one of them. Naboo, local guy, or Twi'lek, or whatever.
Also,
we're not-
if you still,
Are we poisoning everybody, or are we approaching certain people?
it depends on who wants to work with us or if they want to, because that's
Yeah.
a social check for them to be like, hey, I didn't realize Big Fish Sticks was part of the rebellion. I'll throw our hands. I'll throw my hat in with you on the account of more benefits. Or if
Yeah.
they're just like, no, fuck you. I want literally all of the money because I'm like a lone wolf. Because we can't even really give them the prize money that they win. Like, not really, because that's the sole thing we're here to get.
Well, no, fighter gets cut, employer gets cut, people making bets. Those are all separate forms of income in a horse race.
Oh, no, I just thought they were like their own employers, so they'd get both if they win.
Well, they would get their share of that pot, but there's a bunch of other like sub pots in the betting game.
Like the handler's the guy who's going to be divvying out shares. Like he's backing your whole thing, he's sponsoring these fighters, whoever's organizing which. So I'm pretty sure he's going to be the one handling their money.
Yeah.
Like, it really doesn't matter. If they win, they'll get more than enough money. Like both of them, both the fighter and our guy.
Yeah.
So like we could make sure that they win by poisoning / blinding people before the match. There's again just more failed states over the course of 3 days.
Yeah. Why don't
Like, and also I just want to point out, Kat, if you want, you can still talk to the ringleader dude to get him on board willingly. Like, hey, this is the entire pot, like everything, no cuts. We could literally split it 50-50 between you and our employer, and you'll both get more money than you'll ever want.
Yeah.
You could do that. I'm just reminding you of the idea.
So that is predicated on us having pulled the poison trigger. So if that's the route we go, I'll I'm shit awful at social checks. I'll have Angel take a crack at it or whatever. Or whoever has a presence higher than 2. So that can be taken a crack at. But pre-trigger pull, pre-poisoning everyone. I want to see of the Naboo, the local, and the Twi'lek, who, if we played the rebellion card, would be either the most likely to support us or the least likely to go to the Empire. So.
Well, there's no Empire here, so that should be easy.
I mean, that's true.
There's
Or go to the huts or whatever.
Like, not in the tournament, there's no Empire, but there is an Imperial presence on Tatooine.
Yeah, which is secondary to Jabba.
Yeah,
so like they'd be going to Jabba.
Yeah.
So.
I think it's also a matter of like, I agree. I think involving specifically one character there and trying to look at the histories of some of these guys is important, because even if they aren't immediately able to run over and phone the Empire, they might have some affiliation, and that might be good to make sure they don't.
Well, yeah, no, that'd be part of it. Like, just background checking everyone that we can.
Yeah.
Like,
Looking
still part of
into
the
the
scouting
ones
phase.
Yeah. So if Patmore, if I were to, if either I were to ear to the ground or Paradog were to like get into a terminal and slice the like news feed about the competitors or whatever, would we be able to kind of narrow it down between the 3 that were independent operators, who would be the least gun shy about joining the rebellion.
I don't know if a news feed would help here. I think this
But-
would be like maybe slicing their personal data pad, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But ear to the ground, maybe. Like
Like
success there
Streetwise
is
or something.
kind of like predicated on the merit of them being openly whatever about their opinion. Like they might be a
Yeah.
closet rebellion sympathizer or a closet imperial like supremacist.
Yeah, but there are certain things that can be inferred, like blanket statement. Twilight's probably not super imperially minded, you know. Just
Ruger the Red.
historically outliers, but historically not a great situation to be in as the Twi'lek. Like I would lean on the Naboo connection, but he obviously left Naboo, so that's something. But like the stories that people spin about competitors and people in spotlights have information. Like say the local guy. It's like small town boy, big dreams, wants to eventually become a pilot or something, which would imply Imperial Academy. So no, versus like Naboo guard, valiantly fights, loves his homeworld, which implies rebellion. You know?
Like you can try. But
Yeah,
would you like to?
that's all
would
I'm
you-
taking a quick crack at.
Would you like the bracket first, though?
Oh yes, please, and thank you.
Okay, so the first bracket, in round 1, you have the Trandoshan and the Wookiee. You have
wow.
Makes sense.
you have the 2 humans. You have the Weequay and the Gamorrean, and you have the squid dude who I've forgotten the name of his rise, and the Twi'lek. The Furion, whatever his name, however it's meant to be pronounced. The non-squid dude.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Cool. So, going up the bracket, either Trandoshan or Wookiee against a human. Probably
Not
in
great.
a world where we don't interfere, it's probably Bjorn against. I want to put money on the Weequay, but either way. So it's probably final round would be something Trandoshan or Wookiee versus one of the other ones. But so the one where we would have to do checks against the people least likely to pass the poison check would be if we went with the Twi'lek. Because Trandoshans and Wookiees are beefy.
Like I don't know
So-
how Pat worked. Yep.
So I guess so we're poisoning everybody, and then we're going after recruiting the humans, the Twi'lek.
No, 2 separate plans currently. Murder is a proponent of the poison everyone, blackmail the host, steal the money, get out of Dodge. I am now in the final hour, in the 9th inning, because apparently sports metaphors. I'm suggesting if we play the tournament out, we can spot poison people, and then just go through the tournament as normal, which has more fail states, but it would satisfy the letter of the job more completely. And also would potentially let us come back to Tatooine without it being on site. So,
So Why don't you guys now, before we start either of the plans, vote on which plan you want to prioritize?
Well, like both of them have the same setup though, because we need to find out where the gladiators are resting, because they don't have a single holding cell for all of them. We
Yep.
need to find out like the lay of the land for, as far as like mess halls and shit goes, so we know what to
Yeah.
poison. And
Yeah.
we need to find out if they have any powerful friends outside of their owners for the Gamorrean and the Wookiee, to see if like who might be coming in for our ass afterwards. So it's not the hour of commitment yet
Okay.
necessarily.
Well, if you guys want to get
Yeah.
more information, we'll do the social stuff first. Those who are working on it can do a streetwise or a charm check.
I am going to finally use a cool ability of mine called I can suffer strain to downgrade the difficulty of a charm or negotiation check.
Okay.
So I
Um,
will. What is the difficulty?
well, it's 2.
I will suffer 2 strain to reduce the difficulty to 0.
I don't think you can perpetually decrease. I think it's probably you can decrease equal to rank.
No, it's 2 strain, and you decrease it by like the amount of the talent you have, like per rank. So you decrease it by 1 to a difficulty of 1.
Okay, so now it's 1.
Okay, you may roll now. Cat, I assume you're doing streetwise in a moment. Wait a moment for Angel
Yep.
to roll, then I'll reset the dice pool.
Um, Charm. I
Okay,
hate this game.
we'll deal with that in a moment. Cat, you may roll streetwise.
Okay.
Okay. Is
Yay.
anyone else working on the information side, or is everyone else dedicated to a different part
Wait.
of this plan?
Did you not downgrade it?
I did for you.
Oh,
Only
you
for
did.
you.
So, okay, doing the social stuff. Andrew, you did not succeed as intended, but you did triumph, so you definitely get something for that.
Quick thing, Patmo.
Yeah.
With everything that's going on, a whole lot of moving pieces here, but not necessarily too much involvement for certain crew members.
Yep.
So I'm wondering if Caradog can, while everybody's handling this business, because he doesn't need to really be hands-on, help out in a different way. Caradog wants to know, maybe by using the transponder the transponder code in the specific shuttle that he's at, if any of these competitors have crafts just stationed here, positioned about. Because if he can find out where these people are resting their ships, might be able to splice in and get more information off of them.
So you'd probably need access to some sort of database to get reference to that, because you can pick up transponder codes by just looking at another ship. That's not the issue. It's just understanding the
specifically allowed to
significance.
land where you are.
Well, yeah, it's like so what I would need from you as a reference point, and as long as you can justify like how you could reference those codes against something, I can give you something there. But unless we get that reference point, there's not a lot to kind of like lean onto for clarification.
Yeah. I mean, I guess he could say literally trying to break into the docking station itself, seeing where the code is sending out frequencies to, and then like cross-referencing each person that's been recognized to land there to see if the names like pop up. You can run their names through the database and be like, okay, this ship's ID has been spotted here. It was at this docking bay.
So you definitely wouldn't have the holonet where you are. because you're in the
Okay.
middle of the boonies. But what I'll let you do is I'll say you could have started working on this plan earlier. I'll let you roll a computer's check to essentially have collated like a list of possible like ship IDs. And then if you roll well enough, you could then compare them against the ones here presently, and then you could not definitively, but with probability, try to deduce what is whose is whose ship.
Hey, I like it. 2 rolls are exciting. And my droids can't help me out much with this. I mean, could Columbo do anything really involving the ship?
I'll give you a blue dice, essentially
I
as
dig
an aid action.
Perfect. I will roll that there computer's check real quick.
Yeah.
Nice.
Fucking hell, dude.
Okay, so
Like,
go ahead, Mona.
oh no, it's good that you passed, but that's a 1 on a D12 and a D8.
Oh yeah, no. The roll was not the best, but at least it was still a success. 2 threat though.
So, those 2 threat are going to be spent on there being either demonstrably incorrect information in your database, or there being blank spots in your database, which will kind of work out upon your next roll. Before we get there, I'm just going to switch back to the social stuff so I don't forget to resolve.
Not a problem at all. I don't want to get that all congested.
Cool, not a problem.
good.
So, Angel, the role you were doing was to get general information. You're not passing that. But what we can do with that triumph is a few different things. The first feel free to make your suggestion. The first idea that comes to me is that during your attempt to gain information while being social, you could get an in with someone, like potentially a little bit of access to one of the competitors. Does that sound interesting, or do you have a different thing you want to suggest?
That sounds along the lines of what I was thinking.
Okay.
So sure.
Out of the 8 competitors, which one do you want to have an in with?
Wow. All right.
I'm really sorry. I appreciate the girl boss, but I'm meh.
So just to remind you, the Wookiee's a slave, the Trandoshan's a Trandoshan, the human champion is local, the other humans from Naboo, the Weequay...
He's the like guard or something, right?
He was a guard at Naboo, was a royal guard at Naboo. The Weequay is a Black Widow. The Gamorrean is a drunk, and a pig, metaphorically and literally. The squid person is just a mercenary, and the Twi'lek called Ruger the Red is called that because he impales people and drinks their blood. So maybe not him.
The Naboo guy. Naboo some
Unsanitary.
The Twi'lek guy was very inviting though. That sounds awesome.
No. No. If we're talking what Siren would do, absolutely not.
I want to catch fucking space swine flu because the Twi'lek's leaking things he shouldn't be.
If it helps,
he is patient 0 for space COVID. Okay,
if it helps,
I don't want anything to do with that.
His main weapon is a whip.
Of course it fucking. This man.
Okay,
is
so
beating
I've
some-
already decided the Naboo guy. We don't need to
Okay.
about the Twi'lek. I'm just
Fucking
saying.
D-listers, god damn.
Okay, not the Twi'lek, the Nabooian. Nabooian, where are you hiding, buddy? No, that's Gamorrean, that's Trandoshan. I scrolled way too high. Here we go. So, I will say this is a charm check you passed. So, you have successfully charmed him. He is interested in your company, not necessarily as far, not in an aggressive sense, but you have piqued his interest. You you have access through him to certain areas, but the more you want from him, the more you're probably going to have to offer to him. But right now, he's willing to, like, you can sit in his private booth and watch the fight. It's kind of like the base level stuff.
Okay, say that last part again. Sorry, I got a text
So-
message.
So the base level stuff, like the stuff you get for free, you don't have to commit anything else, is that you have access to like his private area and you can watch the fight through there. If you want more, you're probably gonna have to offer him more or like lie to him to offer him more. But that's the base level stuff.
Mhm.
Now jumping over to Cat. So, I will note the Twi'lek, not pro Empire, but he's also not pro Rebellion because he's kind of the universe is entirely here to satisfy my needs and wants sort of dude.
Oh,
So
His needs and wants to lick his bloody whip. Great. Very productive member
Yeah.
of the conversation.
What a fucking tool.
And the other human, the non-Nabooian one, the champion.
I'll pull you away from that real quick, Patmore. You said
Yep.
the Twi'lek was only wanted for fucking tax evasion?
Yeah.
Whoa!
Yeah, his wants and needs start and stop with not paying taxes, and I
Yeah,
respect that.
I don't care who the Empire sends. I'm not paying taxes.
Not paying
One quick
taxes.
question about the Naboo guy.
Yep.
Is he pro Empire or not?
Do you ask him that?
No, but you gave her this information.
Yeah, because she succeeded her streetwise. This is what she got.
Hey, fella, do you like the Empire, or are you like not
Um,
cool like that?
So, Kat, the other part of your success is there. The extra champion guy, the human local. Anyone you ask, he has never offered a hard opinion on any of that. He hates politics. You think anyone who says they hate politics probably has their own political opinions they just don't want to share.
Yeah, if you say you hate politics, you have unpopular political opinions.
Typically.
Or you hate everyone who talks about politics all the time.
Mm.
But it's probably the former with him. Though, not necessarily, a great person because, his hobby is using bladed knuckle busters and punching people in a pit. So,
Okay, so Naboo guy is kind of how we're leaning. Cool.
He seems
Uh,
the sanest.
I
We
will
do like
say,
seeing
I don't
people.
know if it helps, but the local has won this thing 9 times in a row so far, so...
Yeah, I said the sanest, not the most capable. Not
Okay,
by a
that's
long
fair.
shot.
Okay.
His secret move is called the double punch.
Oh wow, wonder what he does then.
Well,
It's
same
actually
matter.
just a single punch.
He uses dual wielding rules.
Rest in peace, him.
Okay.
Um,
So, if we're trying to sway someone, I would start with Naboo,
Yeah,
but also
'cause he
end
already-
with Naboo because I don't really want the Twi'lek or the local.
You don't want the Twi'lek? He's got so many
Wow.
opinions.
I know.
Like-
I don't care about any of them.
Just
Like-
okay.
Really good taste, though.
Like, you guys talk to him when he's off stage and he's like kind of like an Alice Cooper sort of guy. It's like, no, it's entirely a performance. I'm actually an accountant in my normal day to day, but like when you're on stage,
hence
you
the
need
tax
to.
evasion.
Yeah.
Okay. But like, this isn't me weighing in. Just like, I guess risk-wise, if we had somehow gotten on the champion's good side, it would have been good because him winning again, it probably wouldn't prompt as much investigation, even if his opponents were poisoned, because he's won 9 times.
Yeah. I mean, we
Uh,
could try on the champion. Yeah, we
It-
just probably couldn't play at Rebellion. Could play at Rich
yeah, but
Benefactor.
we're like, hey, you want to not fucking die today? You like, you want to put this one in the bag, like punch a few people and call it a day? Call it your 9 to 5.
You can get back to your 5 to 9, which is actually being a guard.
Like,
Okay.
hey, not really laying in under pressure. Like, hey, we can give you a guaranteed moment of glory, or you can crumble here and be a nobody for the rest of time.
You're gonna make it existential.
Yeah, fuck them.
So, before we linger on that for too long, we're going to jump over to the computer thing. So you succeeded your first one. So you've got a pseudo database going. Now, it's probably going to be another computer check because it's really the most applicable skill in this. But what you want to do is you want to go through the advertised ship IDs and essentially collate it through your database and see what you get. So I'm going to add a little bit of black to it, but the DC will be a little bit lower.
Okay.
So you may roll when ready. I would probably recommend using a light side dice here.
I'm thinking about the light side, but I'm also thinking, what else could I do to weigh this in my favor? Hmm.
You could destroy all the ships.
If I blow everything else up, then obviously one of their ships was here, and it's not anymore.
Exactly.
No. No, this is really a thing of like, I've got enough power to find the ship. And what I need to do here is actually source which one it is, and that's
Yeah.
picking out of a lineup.
Yeah. Oh no, if you fail here, you
So-
can always try again, like on a following day if you guys are doing it the long approach.
Yeah, if we do go for the long one, which hopefully, because I do have an idea. Yeah, I'll try. I'll burn a light side of everyone's.
Okay, cool. I'll add that to my end.
I'll go for it, man.
Feel free to click the button. I don't have easy access to that button for game reasons.
Oh. Let's get over to that light side button, then. I can switch it. Figure out where the hell it is.
It's at the very top in dice pool.
Ah, there. I'm just blind.
Don't worry, hey, we've all been there.
Ah.
The dark side is now stronger.
Yay!
We're no longer Grey Jedi, gang.
No, you weren't to start with, Meta.
Yes,
We
we
decided
were.
to be evil. We're
Nope.
dark gray.
Dark Grey.
I'm
Yep,
gonna-
another layer.
I'm gonna dox all of these people so that we can really get evil. Computers.
Interesting argument. Here's your IP address. Ah, fuck.
Oh wow, that's not fun.
Oh, that is just mean dice.
Those are very mean dice.
And it's not like you rolled poorly on every single dice you had a success.
Wow.
So, so you haven't succeeded today. I will say those 2 advantages will be spent fixing your database. So on your following attempt, there won't be 2 black dice.
Cool.
But right now, there's just too many ships there, and you just can't complete it in the time that you allocate for it.
Yeah, there's a little bit too much snow.
Yeah. Tank and Glenn, what are you doing before the first match on this day?
Nothing.
Nothing.
I'm not a face. I've already done my crafting. There's nothing else for me to do.
You don't want to do more crafting?
I don't think we need it. Is kind of where I'm thinking. Like, I guess I'll try to craft a poisoner's kit just in case we need the soup again.
Okay. Okay. You may roll when ready. I'm going to consider a toolkit the kit for making tools with.
It is. It falls under like gadgets and
Yeah.
technically in the same direction as cybernetics, but yeah.
So, Murder, you do succeed. You do have a poisonous kit. One threat though, it has a tiny leak to it.
Yeah.
So, not mechanically anything, but every time you're done using it, thoroughly
There's a
clean the
cleanup.
cooking area.
Okay. Cool. Okay.
Everything's
Otherwise-
just a little bit sticky.
Yeah, otherwise you're gonna find Glenn's laying legs in the air one morning as his dinner was just a little bit done with the residue of the poison you were making the night beforehand.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that's all. That's good for me.
Okay. What does Glennon want to do?
Not too sure. Are we? Pardon if I'm misunderstanding. Are we actively going to be like watching the fights and stuff? Or are we like booking it?
We still haven't locked in a plan technically. If we recruit
Okay.
the Naboo guy, we're gonna be watching the fights. If we just go Scorcher, we're gonna be leaving like this afternoon.
And if you
We could
die,
like-
you're all dead.
Thank
We
God.
can do the Scorched Earth and also recruit people.
But yeah, but that's like yes, we can. It just if we're doing Scorcher, if we're leaving this afternoon with the guy we recruited, it's kind of like the time frame of it. We're not watching the fights.
So, with that in mind, Emmy, do you want to do anything, or are we moving on to recruiting / poisoning / heist?
I guess on the off chance that we end up watching the fights, it's an arena type situation, right?
Yeah.
Glenn will just try and I don't know if this is dumb, but like they're already gonna have food poisoning ideally, but just make like a little almost mirror like device to like shine annoying light into the opponent's eyes, just to be a little jerk up in the
So-
stands.
Emmy, how about
A bit of
this?
sabotage.
You have a deep sea diving suit. Would you like to spend the next few hours polishing the visor so much that any light reflects off it at people?
Sure. Yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah, no, just fucking.
Glenn wakes up from a nap. Like, Tank, you see Glenn wake up with a start from a nap and just immediately starts deep cleaning the diving suit visor. Just like scrubbing it so good.
Yep, makes sense. He's probably onto something.
Yeah, Emmy. Here's a 1 purple mechanics check to succeed.
If I triumph and I make a secret nuke.
The second laser.
Where it's mechanics. Okay.
You succeed.
Go, Glenn. Yeah, all of this like sabotage and being clever is not his forte. He likes just seeing things explode, so he's just happy to be here.
I get it, man. I truly do.
You could always suggest just hucking grenades into the arena.
I'm gonna be taking some grenades in with me just in case. It's a backup plan. So.
Don't worry, everyone's packing.
Good.
Yeah, that 10-year-old in the stand, she's packing.
Oh, I'm not gonna throw it
I
at
will.
stands.
She would.
Yeah, exactly.
Um,
That 10-year-old made thermite before you did.
that 10-year-old had thermite for breakfast.
Ill advised, but okay.
Super ill-advised. Anyway, so do you guys want to try and recruit the Nabooian? Do you guys want to start poisoning? Where are we at?
Yeah. Talk to Nabooian and like, hey, all things aside, you want to come with us? Because we're already like 1 foot in the door there,
Like,
and then
You go like
Yeah.
he invites Siren over and you guys just all come.
No,
Yeah.
Bjorn wouldn't let you. That would ruin everything.
No, I don't talk to people, especially not D-listers in a gladiatorial combat situation.
Keep
Oh, I'm
calling
sorry,
these
I didn't-
motherfuckers demons.
One
didn't
of them
re-
uses a fucking whip. No, they're nothing. They're nobodies.
It's not the glorious combat that Tank joined an army. Some armies. He's probably joined a couple for glorious combat. But
Over there. Where is the lightsabers?
Where's the artillery? Where are the vehicles? You
Where are
guys
the
suck.
guns?
Where's the vibro axes?
Actually, the
Thanks,
Gamorrean
guys.
uses the vibro axe.
Oh no, Tank hates melee weapons. He thinks
Yeah.
they're for dumbasses.
That vibro axe is pretty awesome.
okay. So I mean, Siren could make the pitch. I could join her. Give her a blue dice to the pitch.
Also, in case he's very against it, maybe have backup.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. Yeah. Oh yeah, you're not really good at killing things. It's not your. That's
No.
not your deal. Huh. Okay. Yeah.
Mm,
If
I
you
have
do-
3 intellect and 3 presence. That's what I'm good at.
Okay. So.
I feel like pure stat wise, we're a surprisingly smart party. I think a lot of us. have good
Ironically,
Yeah,
intellect.
no,
yes.
There's 3 intelligence builds in this party. Yep.
Don't worry. Ben's not.
And Cat, every day that brings me more happiness.
Yes. I made one int build in my entirety of my tabletop career, and I retired her to go be an evil politician.
Ryu was an int build.
On surface, perhaps.
Okay.
Purely because I needed it to do my punching.
That's fair. So you guys want to hang out with the Nabooian? He would, where his private booth is.
Sure.
He would be surprised that you brought a friend, but as
He
it's not
follows me
Tank and it's
around.
Benia that you brought, he's cool with it.
Yeah.
Yep.
She knows I'm a wimp, so she follows me around to make sure I don't get into trouble.
Hi.
This is
Howdy.
Benia. Or am I not using that name?
Well, since I was only wanted on every planet in the last campaign, I think Ben's name is still safe in this one.
This is Ben. She, like I said, follows me around.
Howdy, Ben follows me around.
Hello. What's Naboo's name?
Oh, sorry, his name or the planet? Because I think you got the planet right.
No,
His
I know
name.
I know the planet name. It's a pretty iconic one. I also just finished that level in Lego Star Wars, so
Like the first level?
no, I was replaying.
Oh, I'm sorry, the
think-
second level because
yeah.
you have to go
Yeah.
through the Luca Hulk first.
Yeah.
So his name is Willie, but it is written in a really unfortunate way. I will put the spelling out there, but I've told you the pronunciation now.
Hello,
Really?
William.
Nope.
So it's like Wally.
Nope. This is the spelling.
No!
There's a J
Stop.
in
I
there.
need Star Wars to stop.
There's a fucking J in there, dude. What
I
the
know.
fu-
I did not decide on the spelling or the pronunciation. This comes from a book.
Hello.
You decided on both of those things.
Hello.
Willie!
Wigilium.
Oh. Okay. So.
Now
Are
I
you...
understand why Sheev's name was fucking Sheev if this is what Naboo was working with.
Yeah.
Anyway. Continue.
You mentioned that you have a pretty illustrious career prior to coming here.
Yeah, I do.
Why did you leave it?
Well, they died.
And you couldn't get another job?
It's really bad for the resume.
Wow.
Yeah.
But, you know, what can you do?
Right. Who were you guarding?
Well, I technically was working for the Royal Guard during 3 different rulers. One of them didn't die.
That is
Listen, 1 out of 3 will put you in the Hall of Fame. That's
Yeah.
fine.
especially for Naboo, rather rabble rousing.
The one that didn't die retired when their
I feel
term
like
was
that
up.
should count. I
Yeah,
feel like that should count as 2, because not only did he not die, he made it to retirement.
yeah. The other 2 were seditious to the Empire and were killed. So I also don't count those because I feel that that is circumstances out of my control.
Why weren't you at least interrogated about them if they were seditious?
I was. We all were,
Oh.
and I, like everyone else who isn't dead, I explained the problem.
Oh, you turned them in.
No, I was just honest to the people in charge.
Honesty is usually pretty easy when you got a blaster to your face.
Yes, that is true. I was more worried about their ships and their people that didn't have blasters, but I'm also worried about the blasters to the face. Like, I mean, I could have taken them, but you know that would be breaking the law, and you know I'm not really interested in that.
What if it were funny? No, Ben does not say that. That's a cat thing.
That was a cat thing.
That she thinks breaking the law is fun and funny.
I saw that thought bubble escape you.
Literally had no control of that.
So,
Okay.
What is the insight check in this game?
I'd be vigilance.
So,
I
No.
don't have a DC set up, but so the DC for him go versus present versus presence or cunning. If he was actively lying, I think it'd be cunning. If it's just him
We're just
speaking
getting the
his
lay of the
mind, it
land.
would be presence. So it would be 2 purples. So
No, that's a failure from everyone.
So, Cat, for you, that's a failure. For Angel, that's a failure with a threat. This guy, really hard guy to read.
Yeah.
Really likes his own gaffy stick, is what you've picked up so far.
Okay.
You know, also quite athletic. You know, not like an Arnold Schwarzenegger sort of athletic, but like a Nolan trilogy Batman, Christian Bale athletic.
Those movies were too dark. Not like thematically, just camera-wise, they were too fucking dark. I couldn't see what the fuck was happening.
That's fair.
Somebody put on the light.
That's why it's called the
Literally-
Dark Knight series.
It's just because he's the Dark Knight does not mean there should not be street lights. Or just like general atmospheric light. It's fine. It's my one cinematography pet peeve that gets me every time, but it's fine and I'm letting it go.
Don't worry. I also enjoyed the most recent Batman movie more.
Yeah. It's because in every shot, Robert Pattinson looks just like the world's saddest wet cat, and I find that incredibly hilarious.
That's
Like
true.
they fished him out of a dumpster 10 minutes before a shoot, and they're like, "Hold on,
But I just
Hold still.
I have a soft spot for like noir detective stories, and that movie is essentially Seven with Batman in it, so I liked it.
Yeah.
Anyway,
But
Andrew,
okay.
go.
Yeah.
Hard man to read, but he's chiseled. If that helps, I
Yeah.
don't think it does, but he
No.
is.
Yeah. Okay. I think you should just go in for the hey, I have an employer thing, and if that doesn't work, then you can say hey, I have a rebellion thing. Because I can't speak for shit, so
Yeah. I mean, is he worth recruiting though?
I don't know.
He's-
I'm
he's
sure
pretty
I could
chiseled.
poison. I'm sure I can poison him into a win. It's fine.
I will say, like, stat-wise, he looks strong, he looks fairly agile, you don't really know where he's at from a mental stat perspective, but he looks like... You think he's at least as tanky as Tank is with hit points and shit.
Yeah, she'll lay out a business proposition, I guess.
Cool. Would you like to do the nuts and bolts, or just roll for it?
I would just roll for it.
Okay.
I'm gonna downgrade the difficulty again.
Okay, so this would be a negotiation check versus his current gig. So you're downgrading it.
And I'm using a light side die.
Okay. So it would be that. You get a light side die. You get a blue dice because Cat's here. You also get a blue dice because you're female.
Oh god.
He's not a good person. Let's get a black dice for that.
Should I get a black dice for being blue?
No, you get a blue dice and a black dice for being a woman.
Oh great.
He's more likely to listen to you because you are, but he values your opinion less because you are. He's a complex, awful person.
Indeed.
Layers. Yeah, sure.
Okay, so
Like an
currently
onion.
it's 2 blues, one from Benia, one for being a woman, 1 upgrade from the force dice. The DC has been brought down by 1, and there's 1 black dice.
Alright. Ready?
Yeah.
You said negotiation?
Yep. Okay.
Holy shit, something worked!
Yay.
He's willing to work for you, assuming that this becomes a more long-term relationship, business relationship.
Sure. I'm sure that's exactly how he says it.
Yep.
I'm sure we can figure something out as long as you win.
Oh, there's no question about that. Would you like to see my gaffy stick?
Is he talking about the actual weapon right now?
You might need to roll a vigilance check.
Oh no.
Ben doesn't want to know.
You play it safe and assume yes to both. Like,
Is the roll ready?
The roll is ready.
Holy shit, thank God.
You think he was talking about the gaffy stick, but he is willing to make an innuendo if that is what is more welcomed.
We'll start with the weapon. She'll basically leave it open if only to get him on board. But for now, just the weapon, sure.
So, just in case you don't know what a gaffy stick is in the context of Star Wars, I'll post what one looks like in Discord. It is a weird weapon. It's a long stick with kind of like a spike on every end, but it's like shaped slightly like a crowbar.
Okay. Very nice.
Yeah.
Very shiny.
I've hit many people with this. Would you like to touch it?
No, not right now. I wouldn't want to smudge the finish.
it's still got some blood on it. It's good for the butt.
Yeah, the secret is, well, most gaffy sticks are 5 kilos. This one's 10 kilos.
Wow.
Yes, I wouldn't be
Mhm.
able to lift that.
I can tell.
No, jeez.
So, Wigilium,
It's actually William, but it's a common.
interesting. Listen, if your competition tries to fight you, aim for the stomach, okay?
No, I tend to aim for the head.
Interesting.
It's
I'm
like
telling
the
you,
groin of the
as-
upper body.
Yeah. Yep. That's where they keep the thinking. I'm just like as a concerned observer. The stomach. Thumbs up.
You don't really
Anyway.
kill people with a hard blow to the stomach, but I guess for you, I'll give it a go.
I want you to win. I don't care if they die.
Well, that's a Houdini.
Okay, lady.
But it's
We
just gonna
will-
kind of narrow her eyes and nod and be like, "Yeah, that's. I've accomplished what I needed to from talking. I'm done
Yeah.
with that now."
Well, Siren will attempt to gracefully get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, he will say, you know, if you guys are interested, he does have a jacuzzi on his ship.
No.
I'm allergic to water. Goodbye.
I'm allergic.
I feel like Ben says that, grabs me by the collar, and drags me out.
Yeah.
Okay, see you later.
Ben's all for an Irish exit where she just kind of walks out.
I'm not leaving anyway. What?
He will then go to his jacuzzi alone.
More room for Wigilium.
Why are all of your guys creepy, Patmore?
Because we're on
Okay, look,
Tatooine. It's
yeah.
the shithole of the universe.
So, Andrew, you had 8 people to pick from. You picked the creepiest person. Like, the guy with the whip is less creepy than this guy.
Yeah,
No,
well, the guy
is
with the whip is still creepy, and I want nothing to do with him.
It's
You
an
cannot,
act.
Patmore. You cannot like retroactively change the whip guy to be like the most wholesome person on the planet.
Oh,
No.
no. Like, he's gross. But he's gross in a different way.
He's over there just like
He's
Like,
more
he's-
overtly gross.
He's
He's
very
unsanitary.
upfront about what he's into and the expectations, whether Nabuga's, like, kind of normal, but then closeted gross.
Yeah.
Closeted misogynist. We love it.
No,
Except
well,
we
he's
don't.
mostly open on that part.
sitting over there like yeah. no.
Also, will sell out his employer if it will save his life. Good to know.
Yeah.
Which is why I didn't want to bring up the rebellion.
Yeah.
We should
He
kill
also
him after
didn't
this.
like his employer
Yeah, we
that
can kill him
much,
after
and
it.
it was a pretty good way of getting rid of one's employer without committing any wrongs.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, we
could-
can kill him after this. It's fine.
Like during the celebration when they're giving him his big trophy, we just shoot him. It's like it's okay, he worked for us.
It's
we
okay.
just don't like him anymore.
Yep.
That Wookiee is gonna get a free gaffy stick if he gets his hands on this poor fucker.
Heck yeah. Love a free gaffy stick.
So,
Alright,
Man.
Maybe wash it.
are you
before I-
poisoning people before the match?
Yeah,
poisoning his opponent now that we've gotten him.
You want to
work with
poison the
us.
champion?
I do.
Unfortunately, yeah.
Like, I'd rather we recruited him, but I can tell just from like the smell on the air, as just the feel, the vibes in the room. I can tell he has bad political opinions. So instead, we're gonna give him super food poisoning.
So, there are kind of three
Actually,
different.
I'm gonna poison 3 of them, just so it looks less targeted.
Okay, there are 3 different kind of places that he could be eating.
Yeah.
There is some kind of preserved refreshments in the booths, in the like private like fighter booths. There is like a general kind of eatery area. There is also like a gladiatorial champion eatery area. So he could be eating at multiple of those places over the day. He might be only eating at one of those places over the day.
Okay.
And like, if you're going to the general eatery, like hundreds of people eating there, so you're gonna have to like heavily dose the shit out of that place for it to affect him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I guess I could poison the communal space mac and cheese.
It's just an unfortunate mass case of food poisoning that hits us.
So like that, honestly,
I want to
Okay.
know. There's only like 10 porta potties out in this town.
that's a
an
sacrifice they are willing to make.
what you're talking about is an awful thing.
Yes. Ben's killed people, and she thinks this is probably worse, but
I
it's fine.
feel like this is my plan, but with extra wheels attached to it.
Yeah, like what you're
I'm
talking
poisoning
about.
civilians.
What you're talking about is creating sand cakes everywhere.
Yeah, listen, it's fine. They live in the desert. Just go find a litter box. It's fine.
Yep, that's what a sand cake is, Cat.
Yeah.
Like fully do it, but it's just funny.
Okay. Yeah. You said one of them was like a Gladiators champion lunch or whatever.
Yeah, so there's like a general eatery, a eatery just for the champions, and then there's like private refreshments in each of the booths.
Okay. Solid.
Well, he's probably going to be eating in a champion's eatery when he's not eating snacks because he's the
I think so.
champion.
Yeah. So I'd probably try and doctor that food specifically.
I will actually say, because this guy's an easier one to note where he's eating. He is a man of his own people, and by that he likes being around people who know he's a champion, so he doesn't go to the champion one because they're below him.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm poisoning. Fine, I'm poisoning the space mac and cheese. Okay. Let's go to the eatery or the generic cantina or whatever it is.
Okay.
Not cantina. Calf.
So, are you trying to go in beforehand and just poisoning all of the uncooked food? Are you are you trying to get a job as one of the caterers? Like, what's the deal here?
Infiltrates as a
You
caterer.
could disguise yourself as a caterer.
You put
I
a
mean,
hand
I
net on
could.
and nothing else, and they just assume you.
Yeah,
work there.
I still have my gun. I'm just a caterer on Tatooine. No one looks at me twice because they all look like that.
Like,
The fact that you wear a hand net surprises them. It's like, why would you bother? There's already sand in there.
I am a professional, sir.
fake it till you make it, right? I feel like that's not a hard check to pull off.
That's true. I mean, yeah, fuck it. Why not?
Okay.
Sure. I'll put my hairnet on. See if I can't figure something out.
So
Just pretend you're a caterer.
the catering company that is doing most of the catering here is a large family business owned by some Duros.
Oh no.
Disgusting.
Mm-hmm.
There are human staff that work there, so you're not going to be like the only human in a bunch of weird bug-eyed aliens. I just want to clarify that.
Good.
So you just want to like walk through the back door with a hand out on and walk towards like the mac and cheese pot.
I mean, yeah, I'll figure out my lies as I go.
Okay.
Put a little apron on.
I'm working out what is the most applicable skill here.
Like,
I know it's skullduggery to poison the mac and cheese. I'm just like, is there a infiltration role?
I could do deception. I could do stealth. Because I'm technically deceiving and also
Yeah.
obscuring myself.
I'll let you do a deception check, Kat. This is to walk in
Sure.
without being questioned.
Sure.
I mean, you have a rank of indistinguishable, right? That should help here.
I have 2 ranks of indistinguishable.
Okay.
So,
I have lowered the
I'm-
difficulty. Even though that's
I'm
not quite how it
normal, man.
works, I've lowered the difficulty.
Yeah.
A normal man wouldn't even ask for a check, but we're here.
I'm deeply generic right now. Oh, where are you? Deception. There you are, deception.
Okay.
Okay.
Kat, no one asks. This is entirely you saying if you acted weird on your own without anyone looking at you. You don't.
Yep. Fantastic. I'm in the mind of a chef. I've become a chef in my head. Cool.
From inside the kitchen, Kat, I will note you don't want to eat any food that comes out of this place.
Yeah, no, we're rations on the ship. In all fairness, I think we would have been rations on the ship regardless.
Like there are like as you're going through the kitchen, in the open the fridge has open doors, you just see a womp rat eating food.
He didn't even pay for that.
Yep, that's clearly
Whatever.
the issue. Okay, now I need a sleight of hand check to get near the big pot of mac and cheese and put the bad salsa in there.
A skull dug?
Yeah,
Am I
skull
digging
dog.
skulls? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
fucking barely, but okay, we got there.
Okay, Kat, you put in. So Murder will have to make more for tomorrow, but you've put in 3 liters of bad thermos salsa in there.
No, again, I think you just got everyone with this. Like, because this is the communal mac and cheese.
Yeah. It's
I
fine.
I think all of them, when they eat, are gonna be shitting themselves.
I'm gonna buzz Wigilliam's calm and just tell him, listen, I'm dropping rations off. Eat these. It's good for your bones. Bye.
Okay.
Everybody's like, oh man, I heard it was mac and cheese day though.
It's Taco Tuesday tomorrow. Fuck.
Yeah, Kat, I will need a difficulty 1 check. Just
Yep.
for you. So same rules as before, 1 blue dice, 1 black dice. We know what sort of man he is.
What if she lies and she says that they're handmade, even though they clearly aren't, and that
I
Sarah
made
wants him to
you-
eat them?
Bento boxes, and I just hand him some rations.
As long as you can dress it up upon arrival, Kat, I will let you make it a deception check.
Yeah. We're just gonna...
Like, you have the can of microwave soup, but, like, you pre-microwave and put it in a bowl so it looks like you made it yourself.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
She's using the good rations too. It's like, oh man,
Oh,
did you take the chili?
No, I just took some of the bad rations and added salt. They never had enough salt.
Or there's way too much salt.
Yeah.
Like, all I'm gonna say is this guy's not worth our chili.
No, I would never give this man the chili.
Okay, Kat, roll.
Holy fuck.
He loves the chili.
So, Kat, he will answer
Yeah.
your phone call from the jacuzzi.
Yep.
It's a video call.
Oh, yeah, of course
God.
it is.
Of course it is.
He will say that the door's unlocked. You can deliver it whenever you would like.
Yep.
He'll be waiting for you.
Best of wishes.
You get a wink.
Okay. Just like, can you set up like just I'm stealthing in there,
Okay.
putting it in the
hang on.
kitchen.
Hang on.
Like, you're rolling against him so he doesn't get out.
Yeah.
So that would be versus perception's cunning based. So that would be. He's not proficient, is he? He is not proficient in perception. You may roll
no,
stealth
how
when ready.
terrible.
Ah, beans. He
He
sees
has
me.
a good cunning though.
Yep.
He will come and greet you with an open robe.
Best of luck with the fight. All faith in the world. I hand him the soup, and I'm like, I must powder my nose.
I
Goodbye.
can feel you trying not to just kill him. I can feel
Ben's like fucking chewing bullets right now.
So Kat, yeah, he'll float with you, but you can leave. And the fact that
Yep.
you explain that you need to powder your nose, he understands that. Women
Yep.
things.
No, it's a intricate female ritual.
No, he
Best of
understands.
luck.
Like the moons might be out of alignment. He understands.
Yep.
Siren, sensing a disturbance in the forest, is like, hey, Benia, can you come right now? I need your help with something.
I must speak to a woman about women things. Be strong.
As you
Bye.
leave, he'll say, "I hope my ears don't burn."
They should. They should.
Again, he'll
Goodbye.
wink, but
As-
you managed to leave.
Siren says, I mean, I don't think there's a good person among any of them except perhaps a slave. I chose unwisely. My apologies.
No, you chose fine. He's pretty easy to manipulate, so
It's true.
I like that in a mark. Anyway.
What about
And
Jeff?
hey, think about it this way. We could also blame him.
No, I need more competence in a Jeff. Yeah, we could pin it on him.
Yeah. And
Okay.
that way we get our revenge.
Yeah. No one eat the space mac and cheese. I know it looks good, but there might be Womp Rat cooties in there, and also all of our poison.
Oh
You
man.
put 3 liters of paint thinner into the communal mac and cheese.
Yeah.
Look, she's doing the best she can.
I'm absolutely not doing that.
Like
I'm doing
a
something.
whole 1% of that meal is just poison.
Yeah.
Pena, everyone in there is gonna lose their sight.
All
Carrot
the
Dog's
better.
That is a sacrifice I am willing to make for them.
I like the imagery that like Carrot Dog is back on the ship with Glennon and the fucking bots, and he like pulls on his most touristy equipment because he's like, "Oh, I can't wait to try out some of the food stuffs in Tatooine."
Yep.
Gonna go get some mac and cheese.
No, yeah, you may hear about the space mac and cheese. It's a little bit famous around here. Just
Glennon was
for
about to leave with bowl in hand. Carrot Dog.
No, it is poisoned. However, I am more worried about the space tacos. I actively poisoned the mac and cheese. I am more worried about the tacos.
Did they just put space in front of the food stuffs? I wonder. Is it just like, and then get your space quesadillas?
Yes.
So in the distance through the cockpit window, you'd see one or two people making their way to the porta potties, and that number slowly
Yeah.
increases.
Yeah, Ben just does a salute, like, Godspeed, soldier. Your sacrifice is worth it.
Yeah, no, that's gonna be everyone in there.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
gonna be fun.
Listen, my task was to clear out some of the competition. I've cleared out a lot of things.
I'm
Including their colon.
Cat, I
I'm
need
not
you
a-
to roll a single force dice just to see how much order is maintained during this dark time.
it's a full blown riot. It's just like
That's
Okay.
not
Oh.
good.
It's every man for himself.
I mean, yeah, it's Tatooine.
Somebody gets headbutted immediately.
Uh,
5 minutes into the disaster, someone's been knocked out.
at
My tummy hurts a little bit. I'm gonna riot.
I used the toilet paper. I used all of it. How? I don't know.
it only takes 10 minutes for you to hear the first blaster shot.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
We
Ben will
could
just kind of be, yeah. Go ahead.
no,
fucking
like if they're fucking shooting each other in there, we can literally just walk in and steal what we want.
I mean, I'm willing to steal things.
Like
You really want to
We
be
don't-
out there during the purge?
Oh, I do recommend giving it 2 hours just for everything to digest.
Like you've unleashed a biological weapon on 2 fronts, by the way, because there's only 10 porta potties.
Yeah. I thought everyone wanted mayhem. I'm sorry. Maybe I misunderstood.
No.
No,
I thought-
it's that we were trying for the more subtle approach, and then because you
Oh no, that was
triumphed-
Ben.
No,
Ben's like, oh, I'm sorry. I thought this group wanted mayhem.
no, I'm not condemning you for once in my life. I'm amazed.
Yep. I will say I respect that poison. That was
Poison?
well
Very-
wrought.
There's an excerpt on the Tatooine
So-
travel guide. It's like,
so now
the
I
Tus-
suppose
We've both agreed with each other on something today. I think we can call it even and forget this ever happened.
Oh, we can even
Yep.
work in the fact that Vigilium was not poisoned into the intimidation of the leader, right? Can we not? Oh, look, you favored him.
Yeah, we can walk into that guy's ship. Absolutely, like, hey, we have a way to pin all of this on you. Hand it over.
Okay, we could spin it to him that way. Things have gone wrong.
Well, no,
Either
I
we
meant
can
I
pin
meant
this on
on
you,
I
or
meant
no. Go
I
ahead.
I meant that we could pin it not on. Well, I mean, we could go two ways here. We could pin it on Naboo Boy, Naboy, um, or we could say that, hey, look, Naboo Boy is the only one who didn't get poisoned. We're gonna tell everybody that you were favoring him, or whatever.
Yeah, and he's just the um.
What are you doing?
Don't worry about it.
He's seeing how people fare with the
Probably
poison.
the competitors, yeah,
Yeah.
because that's a lot of guys.
So that
like
one was the
he's that
Wookiee.
lot.
That last one
Yeah.
was the Wookiee for sure.
Or the Trandoshan.
I think it was the Wookiee.
Either way, we can pin. Yeah, so we can go to the Basilisk, say, hey, this could be you fucking up the event. And Wigillium just happened to have been flirting with someone in his jacuzzi at the time of the food poisoning, which lets William off scot-free but pins it on the Basilisk. Or we can be like, hey, you can be the bystander. We can make Wigillium take the fall. And do it that way instead. So, at either way, it's going to be about 2 hours before,
Before the actual riot in there settles.
yeah, for the reckoning stops.
Should we not try to talk to him in the midst of chaos, or? I'm not very good at this part. I have to be honest.
No, I'm going to be real with you. We'll probably be shot if we walk around out there and aren't food poisoned just by spite alone.
Do we need to act food poisoned if somebody comes check on us?
Who would come to check on us? Like, I guarantee you people have died from food poisoning from that place before.
Like, also
There was
gunshots now.
There was a womp
only
rat.
like 5 gunshots and a small fire.
There was a womp rat, and he looked like he had better, like hand sanitation levels than some of the chefs in there. So.
That was the chef, actually.
Oh.
Yeah.
Little Ratatouille moment.
Ratatouille, yeah, he was on top of a Weequay's head for a minute there.
Yeah. My God, who's this poor 2 green guy? Oh, don't tell me that's the Basilisk.
No, it's Twi'lek.
Oh, yeah.
Oh wow! For someone who's big on bloodshed, he doesn't have much of a stomach.
Yeah, he's
Constitution.
a whip guy. He has a really good agility, not good strength.
Again,
Fair.
D-lister.
Okay.
There's a reason I didn't pick him.
Hey, we've got 2 solid hours of people voiding things that we don't have to describe. Do you reckon there, DM, since this is the next day, Ketterdog can take another crack at it?
So it's not the next day yet, because there is actually the first match that night.
Oh, okay, so the night still has to happen. Then.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Well, hold on. Like, yes, we're still not past the match, but are we gonna do like the blackmailing thing now, or are we gonna swoop in there and under the cover of a mass panic just steal shit?
You can try, but you would be betting on a lot of the guards and stuff being poisoned, which they might be, but it would
Or
be...
deserted.
Well,
So
like,
I was just gonna say we have kind of passed the point where we can't do the long game anymore, because if people keep getting poisoned, people are gonna start digging into it a little bit more.
yeah.
So we either have to go steal the money or we have to blackmail the guy. Like those are kind of our only options right now.
Well, we can do both. Somebody can contact the guy while somebody else is working on the vault, essentially.
Yeah, because I can't talk, but I can safe break, and you can't safe break, but you can talk. So that's immediately two separate delineations right there. So Caradog's probably with me for slicing reasons.
Tank and I go because Tank is probably very intimidating.
Like, not really, but he can't shoot people if things go wrong.
Yeah. Which way
Yeah.
is Glennon going?
Probably with the safe crackers.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. We have 2 turns.
Oh, hey. Thermite.
Bring
So-
the thermite.
Yep.
Just so you know, for those who are curious, the squid failed, the Twi'lek failed, and the Weequay failed.
Oh no!
Like, it's all the fucking underdogs.
Yeah, the champion passed, the Wookiee passed, the Trandoshan passed, the Gamorrean passed.
Which is not at all a surprise, yeah.
Well, it
I
should
guess it
be,
was on the-
because 2 of those people I just mentioned had equal dice to the DC.
Okay, well, we didn't know that.
Yeah,
Had what, sorry?
had equal dice to the DC. The
Oh.
Gamorrean, the Wookiee and the Trandoshan have 5 brawn, where the champion has 4.
Yeah.
But the champion met the DC.
Yeah, no, I hate your luck.
Yeah.
But still, it's enough leverage to say, like, hey, this was clearly fixed. You can come with us, or you can fucking die. So, yeah.
And I will say, the Squid Dude and the Twi'lek are still willing to fight while leaking. The Weequay is not.
That's fair.
So she forfeits.
No, she demands it's postponed, which is not done.
How things
So-
work. No.
Yeah, so she forfeits.
Well, she would never admit to that.
Yeah, they're just not accommodating.
But she is
It's
now
a
looking
problem.
for her husband.
Yes. Don't
Like,
mind the leaking.
Moving
He
on.
loses the match and is like, yeah, I need a rebound hubby real quick.
To murder the shit out of him to work out some of these issues.
Get a
And
number.
also, still get money.
It's not about
But
the
yeah,
money,
man.
it's about the art.
It's the
Okay.
competition, yeah.
I have updated round 1. Gamorrean wins his
we-
fight.
In fact,
Can
arguably, the Gamorrean feels it's the best he has in a long time. He's just been detoxed.
Okay. Can we do the thing now?
Yeah, okay, so, starting with Team Infiltration, which is Banier and the 2 Fuzzballs. Or the 2 Fuzzballs and the Evil Poisoner.
That sounds racist. Stop calling them fuzzballs.
Nah, Han Solo gets away with it all the time. I'm gonna say it's allowed.
Harrison Ford is allowed to do a thing. I don't know if it should be just like a good thing.
No,
Okay, we found-
I
we
didn't say
found the
Harrison Ford.
furries.
I said
So,
Han Solo. Which means it's fine. He calls C-3PO a golden rod all the time. It's fine. It's not
he does,
racist.
yeah.
Anyway, so I do need a check for you guys to infiltrate the facility. The doors are not open. They do not want leaking people entering the facility, so you guys will have to go through the back, the front, or some other entrance. So how would you like to approach?
Sneaky snake towards the back.
Also, so this is how long after contact with the mac and cheese?
So I figure mac and cheese starts like T0.
Mm-hmm.
Then chaos ensues. Probably, I would think it would hit a fever pitch about half an hour to 45 minutes in.
Yep.
Because that's kind of when things start to come to a head.
Yep.
In food poisoning. So I would say maybe at the 45-minute mark.
Okay. I will note, walking the streets now, there is currently no surviving porta potty.
They've been destroyed.
There are There are many desert cakes laying the ground. You hear the pained moans of people in all directions. You're fairly sure there are some dead people on the ground right now.
Mm.
Oh
Some
my
from
God.
blaster shots, some from immediate dehydration.
Dysentery.
The rebellion. Go
Benia!
fight. Like
Fucking
the
Literally
rebellion.
poison the well, basically the mac and cheese well.
Atmore.
Yes?
Atmore. We have successfully crippled a good amount of Mos Eisley. On the goddamn hillside, you just hear this bellowing Houdini as the fucking Jawas find their opportunity to take the city.
Yes. So, Mos Eisley does in fact fall to the Jawas. We will need to retcon that later for continuity reasons, but it's fine.
Fire and sword.
We're gonna have to have a whole retaking Mos Eisley arc, but you know, it's fine.
Anyway, avoiding the desert cakes, you make your way to the building.
Yeah, that's where I'm getting stuck too.
It's not a war crime if you're not at war.
Yeah.
So the three of you get to the building. How are you guys entering it?
Which theme is this?
Sorry?
This is infiltration.
Yeah.
I'm all the way over on the other side of the room. Sorry. Yeah.
Nope.
Okay, cool.
No, it's all good. So, if the lock is like old, I can get it. If it is new, Caradoc can try and slice it.
It is an electrical lock, but it is an electrical lock that is like 40 years old.
Oh, then it should be easy enough to hack
yeah.
into.
Yeah.
Getterdog will pull out his kit and get his
It
slicing
is-
stuff ready. And
It is
I can
more
bet something.
sand than anything else.
Now then, should I?
No, it's still mechanically functional. It's just full of sand.
No, okay.
This thing is begging for release. Yeah, Getterdog will ask Ubat to kind of lure himself so that he can get access to his slicing kit, and then eventually he'll just start going to work.
Mm-hmm. You might roll a computer check.
Yeah, do I get any bonus for using my kit?
You don't get 2 black dice.
Okay, hey, that's better.
Yeah. The best bonus, no setback.
No setback. It's the best. Ta-da! Yay!
Why no blue dice for helping?
I don't think I've succeeded.
Oh,
in
did I not
single-
externalize that
You
thought?
didn't.
Oops.
Okay, here's your blue dice.
well.
It
Oh.
is still a failure.
It didn't change anything. Yeah. Okay.
Do
That's
you
fine.
have like the base just slicing kit or a data breaker?
Say again?
Do you have the base like slicing kit or a data breaker, like on your equipment?
Yeah, when I bought the kit, I just
yeah.
bought it. I wasn't told about the data bridge.
Glennon, don't you have good stat for this or something?
Glennon could do a mechanics check to try and dismantle it and
Hmm.
open it manually.
Okay. Yeah,
Okay.
do that. And then, barring all of that, I have a sock full of thermite.
Yeah, no, there is still. just
Hopefully not the
brute
one
force.
you're wearing.
Nope.
Oh, there we go.
There.
Okay, Glennon, you managed to open up the casing and then manually hotwire the door.
Yay. Hurdle 1, check.
Okay. There is a dimly lit corridor in front of you.
Okay.
There are still moans of suffering in the distance, but none coming from ahead of you,
We've entered a zombie movie.
Yeah.
basically.
we created a zombie movie. Okay. I guess we can try and be sneaky about it.
Okay. I will not set a DC for this. You guys are all doing stealth checks. No, actually, for now, no, for now, roll a difficulty 0-1, and assuming you pass that, I will then, when it's relevant, we'll do another one. Cool. You guys get in there quietly. You do have the advantage of pained moans in the distance, silencing you a little bit.
A little bit of a distraction.
I will say, the moment you enter, you do hear another blaster shot. You feel that the ride is not quite done. The blaster shot is immediately followed by a Wilhelm scream.
Classic.
Yep. So you guys are in. We'll jump back to group 2 for the moment. Group 2, where are you two going?
Was the night about to start, or was are the people about to fight, or?
They're about to fight. Yeah.
Okay. Inside, trying to find like this dude's booth or the announcing table or whatever.
Specifically for the basilisk.
Yeah, because we're extorting him.
Okay. You wouldn't find him anywhere, but if you asked any of the guards, the boss, Mr. Everett, would be in his office.
Okay, do we know where that is?
His name Monad Everett?
It might be.
Okay.
Do we know where the office is? Did he mark it on my map?
He wouldn't, but he would say it's that way.
Okay,
Thank you.
that way then.
Yeah. Going that way, you'd see a door with a Gamorrean on either side of it.
We walk up, I think.
Why not?
Okay.
The Gamorrean says something at you in Pig.
We don't speak pig.
It seems he's waiting for a response.
I speak Huttese. Can I tell him we have business?
That was essentially the question, Motive. From Hades, you're fairly sure he's asking that, or where's the toilet?
Well, I mean,
There are no more toilets here.
like shit out of luck, buddy. You waited 20 minutes too long. So, like, can I just tell him, hey, we do have business with Mount Everett over there?
Yeah, he'll go in. He'll pig speak to Everett before coming back out and kind of gesturing for you to go in.
Okay. Again, I don't think I have to announce this, but we do walk in.
Yeah. Everett would greet you. He will, before you say anything else, he will say there are no refunds. He can't give you your money back. That's not how this works. The food poisoning is its own thing. We're going to seek damages from the Duros family that owns the business. Completely unrelated to us.
Oops.
Angel, take it away.
So, it is very interesting that the little boy from Naboo did not become sick, don't you think?
No. Why?
No, just keep your cool. This is Patmorisms. You got this.
You just gotta power through it. Power through the Patmorism.
Well, because the rumors have already started that you did this.
I didn't poison him, or I poisoned everyone else.
You poisoned everyone else.
Why?
I wouldn't know why. Maybe you're incompetent and just only meant to poison one person.
Well, that's rude. I have you know, I am very competent, and secondly,
But you are probably very susceptible to bribes.
no,
Or
I get paid
perhaps
really
you
well.
You had money in the pot. I don't know. All
I do.
know
I
is
get
that
I get a share of the winnings.
Right. but more share if you're already betting on on one of these people.
I don't do that. That's a conflict of interest. You're very accusatory people.
All right, fat boy, listen up.
Hey!
No, you
No.
listen. I'm speaking right now. Sit down.
He does not. He doesn't have a chair. He has a standing desk.
If I were a more petty person, I'd roll intimidation just to get him to sit on the floor, but I'm not. Okay. All right. This, no matter how you look at it, this doesn't look good for you. Because this event is about to be a huge disaster. And in the midst of a huge disaster, it's covered with shit. In this case, literally. People aren't really looking for a reason as much as they're looking for someone to blame. And you're a very easily blamable guy, both with your ugly face and your position of power.
I feel that
Especially if this somehow reflects poorly on Jabba.
So how about you listen to what I'm about to tell you to do, you do it, and I make sure that they don't feed you to their. I make sure that the Hutts don't feed you to their own young or whatever they do to people they don't like.
I think it has something to do with a Sarlacc pit. Right.
Yeah, like if you're trying to blackmail me, that's fine. But can we take it from like an 11 down to a 4? I've got a bit of a heart condition, and this is stressing me out.
Well, here's the problem. I was the 4, and you weren't. The negotiation.
Well, I thought you were here to ask for a refund, which I'm not offering.
This is not real, dude. This is real. Okay, now that you're listening, and now that we're talking, here's what's gonna happen. I point at him explicitly. Actually, no. I step forward and I poke his belly fat. You are gonna go down there. You're gonna give us the pot, the entire thing. We're gonna take you off world, so you're not eaten by baby Jabbas. Or
I don't think that's how that works, but yes.
Or, and check this novel idea out. We're gonna leave you here. We're gonna pin this entire thing on you. We're gonna make sure that everyone knows that the Nabooian was your favorite somehow. And we're gonna let Jabba do whatever the fuck he wants to you. After I'm done breaking your arms.
Well, counteroffer. Before I do anything, we might do a roll here just so that you guys get a little bit for what you've done so far. So
yeah,
I feel that this is either a coercion check with a blue dice from Siren, or this is a negotiation check with a blue dice from Tank.
I'd rather Angel has a whole thing. I'm not good at fucking negotiate. I'm not good at face shit.
I will take that because I can reduce the difficulty just by taking strain.
And also use a dice.
I will note before we do the roll, this is a one check in this encounter. This is a social combat right now.
Yeah.
So even if you fail or pass this one, that's not reaching to the end goal immediately. That's just changing how the conversation is going based on your roll.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Makes sense.
So, this will be versus his cool. And he's got one of those. Okay, were you doing the thing which you downgrade the difficulty?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, mark the strain.
I did.
Good. Okay, you may make the first roll of this social encounter.
And the blue dice from Tank is added?
That's all there, as well as the force one. Okay. Again, this is the first check of the social encounter, not the conclusion of the social encounter. I will say for the advantages, he like you are making progress. He is following your logic. With the despair, he is he doesn't like what you guys are trying to do, and he is on the like I have Gamorrean guards. They could probably take care of this angry looking dude. Maybe I'd give myself better than 50-50 odds on it. So he would say that his counter offer right now is that the two of you leave. You don't use this bad catering choice of the Duros against him. We pretend this never happened, or my Gamorreans use you like well, they murder you. I don't have a creative word for what they'd use you as.
Okay. Now, it feels like you're speaking very big picture, so I'm going to zoom it in for you a little bit. All right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's say you call the guards in, right?
Yep.
And we start fighting, right?
Yep.
You're confident in them killing me before I snap your neck. Because that's
Yes.
ultimately what matters here.
Yes, I have a very
You-
fat neck.
I've noticed.
Take out the garrote.
I also have this, and I will take out the garrote. And I also have pretty big arms, but unlike you, they're all muscle.
Well,
Look,
So,
we're not trying. We don't. This is not what we want. We want you to come with us. We want to protect you from this ultimately, because it will be blamed on you. It happened in your town, in your tournament, and it just doesn't look good. What we're trying to do is help you, ultimately.
you might be. He's threatening to murder me.
Well, it's a carrotistic approach, I suppose. Which one do you want?
And to be fair, I feel that you're trying to profit off other people's suffering here. So I don't think we should talk about nobility or goodness here. You guys are here just because you want money.
Oh, I'm not being noble. I'm being practical.
And if I want to go with your approach, why don't I just take the money and leave myself?
Oh, good luck.
do you think you alone can hide from, like, everything these guys can muster?
Yeah, I'm pretty good at laying low.
I'll just let that sit and let him think it over.
Gonna steal another identity, bud. Didn't work last time.
Shh! Don't take his plan,
Oh,
Cat.
wait. Oh, wait. We can bring that up.
So I will say, before we get there, we'll do our second social roll. So, are you taking strain to downgrade this one?
Yep.
Okay.
My threshold is 14. This would be 4.
Yeah.
I have.
Okay. I am spending a dark side dice on this, just so you know. You may spend one light side dice if you would like.
Sure.
Okay. Oh, that brings us up to even. And murder your blue dice in this. That's based on cool, and we've got one more because of. Yeah, we've got one more because of that. Okay. You may roll when ready. Regardless of the result of this, we'll move to the other group before coming back here.
Let me check
before we-
one thing.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
I just want to ask.
Yep.
How does he call the Gamorreans in here?
Are you saying that you want to look for an obvious sign of how he would do it?
Yeah. like intercom, just shouting.
So the desk does have an intercom. You don't know if the walls are necessarily soundproof. You do hear some like pained moans in the distance, but you don't know how much soundproofing it would take to stop that.
Mm-hmm.
So it could be shouting, could be intercom. He might also have a panic button under the desk.
Okay.
Okay. We will save that as back pocket for the next round.
Okay, we'll get back to that in a second.
I think I'm gonna make a new character because I can't do anything useful at all ever. This is bullshit, but okay.
Anyway, we're moving on to infiltration team. So the three of you are in the back corridor. I believe, because Murder had the floor plan for this place, you have a rough understanding of where the pot could be.
Yes.
There is a... So it's either in the basement, where there is a thing that used to be kind of like a walk-in freezer sort of thing that in theory could have been turned into like an impromptu safe, or it is being stored at a ship which is kind of behind the place. So once you go to one of the places, you'll know it's either at the other one.
Okay. Yeah. I guess I'll try the basement first, unless Emmy or Irish have objections.
No, I think I was gonna say that.
Sounds about fine with me.
Okay. So going into heading towards the basement, you have a choice of a stairwell or a turbo lift.
I always
Maybe
prefer a
stairs.
stairwell.
Yeah.
Easier with which to kick people down it.
Okay. Going to the stairwell, you would notice, not at the stairwell, but about 10 meters further down the corridor, there is a Gamorrean guarding a door. I will, if you guys want to go for the stairwell, I will have to set up, yeah, just one. I will need a stealth check versus a Gamorrean, which I'll set up in a moment, assuming you guys want to go that way.
Where does the turbo lift let out? Like direct in eyesight with the Gamorrean?
No, the turbo lift's in a different section of this floor.
Oh, okay, I understand.
So you don't know whether or not it's guarded or not. You haven't kind of traveled to that location.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I'd rather just do the
one card.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. So assuming you guys aren't doing anything like shooting him or activating a smoke screen or whatever, roll a stealth check versus his vigilance.
Stealth check. Where is stealth check? Come back. Sheet, please.
Okay.
Okay.
Cat, take 2 strain, Emmy, take 1. You two will be able to make it down to the stairwell, but the Gamorrean will notice Caradog and will beckon him over.
Yeah, Caradog immediately just kind of like breaks attention from the rest of his crew, walks over and tries to approximate a person. He's like, "Oh, good, I found someone."
The Gamorrean starts talking to you in Pig.
How you doing?
He says something else in Pig.
Oh, great. Yeah.
I need a charm check just to see how well you're doing at this.
How endearing Caradog is right now.
I like that we had to do the social check on the mission that we were like, oh, we can't do social checks, guys.
Yeah. The no social checks.
No charisma gang. Rise up.
This is gonna be real rough. Let's go for this. Hey, you know what?
We're gonna take it on the chin, guys. It's fine. Worst comes to worst, we'll kill him.
Can Caradog get any kind of... He's tiny, man. He's adorable.
Glenn is ready with the beacon, with the torch.
Yeah. Yeah. No, Glenn, get the laser.
So, the Gamorrean is going to go to pick you up.
Oh, no.
Oh, God, no.
Do you
Hey,
resist?
hands off the merchandise, buddy.
No, yeah, go ahead. Hello. He gets picked up.
He will pick you up and sit you on his shoulders.
You are his now.
This,
It's the highest I have ever been. Alright, I'm alright with this. You know, I think I've actually kind of, I'm fine with this.
you
He
have access to
he
his
will
phone
start
mobile
walking away
area.
from the staircase with you.
Noddy's fine with, alright, you know, I'm just gonna find out where we're going. Caradog's gonna sit up there. And eventually, like, poke over and be like, what's your name?
He will say something in pig.
Ah, beautiful.
He will
Lovely
walk you into a back room. You see 20 Gamorreans in there.
I am the machine.
The Gamorreans start talking to each other. You notice there's a lot of pointing at you.
Caradog is going to pay mind of the situation and try and just get, like, social cues if they're upset, if they're, you know, just curious.
So I'm gonna give you a vigilance check to try and just pick up to read the room. It's not a hard check, but there are black dice because there is a huge language barrier here.
Oh, yeah, no, that's fair. And I mean, I only got one die in this, so what?
You have absolutely no idea what they're talking about.
Okay. I need to speak the universal language, because this can go very bad. And Caradog's going to reach into his pocket, rummage about for a bit, and then he's going to pull out Sabak cards.
Yeah, the universal language.
One of the Gamorreans in the back claps.
Caradog is going to wave this array of, they're not even really cards, they're discs, but and kind of offer up a game of Sabak for
So-
everybody in attendance.
The Gamorreans would settle around a table, get the cards out, and sit you on the center. You think you're the pot.
Okay, you know, if I get a cut, this is all right with me. This is all right.
So you think the Gamorrean has taken you as a pet, and the idea that the other Gamorreans might be able to now win you if they win the card game, but they are putting money into it. So assuming the game goes to its conclusion, you might get money out of this, but you're probably going to go with a different Gamorrean.
Fingers crossed they get into a fight over you, and then you can just like sneak away.
With the pot, yeah. Like
Yeah.
Caradog sees this as a net positive. He's got money around him, and people think he's awesome.
It's an ego boost.
Yeah,
Glenn
Caradog-
and Denia just kind of watch him pick up Caradog and leave, and we're like,
Yeah.
Glenn shrugs.
Ben's doing the like hands pressed together in front of her face, like, okay, ooh. That's something.
Should we worry about that, or just vault?
I'm gonna be honest. I have no idea what the fuck just happened. But he didn't eat him or kill him.
That seemed pretty jovial. So
Yeah, seemed friendly enough. I can't. I'm gonna go try and do the mission.
okay, yeah, let's do that. We'll go check on him after.
So
Okay.
I will say, Irish, the Gamorrean who found you is under the impression you're like a shiny Jawa. Like you're a weird variant that's like 1 in 100 Jawas are just fairy.
Got the ultra rare Jawa.
I
Yeah,
am the super rare Jawa. I'm the holographic Jawa.
yeah,
It's that rare beanie baby.
exactly. Like you're worth at
Yeah.
least 10 regular Jawas.
Dang.
Catadog's gonna start saying Houdini just to say that like register.
It
Danny.
will. They'll immediately nod to it. Hmm.
Houdini. Houdini.
Yeah. Their suspicions have been
different tones of
confirmed.
voice.
You are in fact a Jawa.
He's just nodding in the center of this fucking table. He like gestures at a free hanging drink, and he's like, Houdini,
Yep, that they will give you a drink.
martini. All right.
I do like how communication is going better now that you've decided to not speak real words and just do the Java thing.
Yep.
It's
Well-
like, okay, now we are on the same page.
The Gamorreans know that Jawa is a matter of language. It's like how like Pikachu only says Pikachu.
Yeah, no,
I'm a
obviously, yeah.
fucking Pokemon.
Anyways.
It was always going to end here.
So, going down about 3 stories, 2 of them being basement levels. At the very far back, you would find a large door, like walk-in freezer door that seems to have been turned into a safe.
Okay, fantastic.
There are
I'm really
security
glad.
cameras and stuff on this floor, and there seem to be some powered-down security droids.
Oh,
Okay.
So you think there might be some alarms that you don't want to trip, or the security droids might be an issue?
can we try and find, like, can I look for traps or alarm
Is there,
stuff?
like, is there anywhere that we see, like, not a terminal or whatever, but like a panel for the security stuff that that Glennon can get into?
Not obviously. There might be, but you think all this stuff is probably controlled from a terminal floors above you.
Okay. And can I tell if the security cameras are on, or if it's just like a, we got them there, but we're not really paying attention?
They are passively recording, so you don't know if they're being watched, but they're definitely like just recording the room.
Cool. Okay. This is kind of a diving helmets up situation. We keep those.
My shiniest visor.
Yes. Keep the glare pointed at the camera. Okay.
You could take out your fucking flashlight and shine it there and just blind whoever's fucking watching.
That's true. It's like, oh, Jesus Christ.
I will say if anyone's in the security room and not really paying attention, that will immediately get their attention.
Yeah.
Well, it also might blind them.
It might if they were looking at the camera, yeah.
Okay. And is there a route that I can plot that keeps me away from the cameras?
If you roll a particularly hard coordination check to like Catwoman through the room, yeah.
I'll fucking give it a go. Why not? Worst
Nothing
comes to
ventured,
worst.
right?
Yeah, exactly. Worst comes to worst, I'm walking up there, putting some thermite on it, and calling it dandy.
Okay,
So,
Cat.
cool.
You may roll coordination,
There you
Emmy.
are.
If you want to Catwoman through the room as well, feel free to roll.
No,
I'm not
no,
good at
that ain't it. Almost, but no.
Cat, take 3 strain as like you start, Catwoman like handstand to get past things, and it's just you haven't warmed up, you haven't practiced in a long time. It's everything immediately hurts.
Yeah, no, I immediately get like a leg cramp, and I was like,
Yeah.
oh boy. Nope, we're walking. Okay. I got him too fucking old to do that. Okay.
It was impressive for about 2 seconds.
Yep. Nope. Okay. I'm just walking in.
It also doesn't help that you're in a diving suit.
Yeah, the diving suit is not overly helpful with my acrobatics.
Yeah, there's a 20
But-
kilos you've never trained with.
Yeah. Next time I'll figure out how to do that before. We'll do some training on the ship.
Yeah.
All 6 square feet of it.
Well, yeah, unfortunately, it's like you want to train on the ship, you want to stay fit, all that stuff, but there just isn't enough room.
I'll do like fucking parkour on the boxes and the
Yoga
Cargo kitchen.
limber up,
I do like a spot of yoga. But is there anything that, aside from like someone on the camera being like, "Hey droid, go get him," anything that seems like it would activate the droids?
There isn't anything obvious. It might be a failed attempt at like opening the door. It could be on if someone tries to force the door.
Okay.
Do you guys have any of the tools that normally detect traps with?
No.
Maybe.
Like
Got
their scanner
my
tools?
two claws.
I've got a hand scanner, and a lockpick set. So nothing for traps unless
I'd
it's a
say
door
that
trap.
there's nothing that your hand scanner would really pick up here because you're picking up like Duracrete and electronics, but that's in all directions.
Yeah, okay. If we send Glennon over to one of the droids, can he like screw its head on backwards or something?
He can
Yeah, I was just
try,
about to
but
ask
that
that.
might activate the other droid.
Well,
Okay, maybe let's just not fuck up the door,
yeah,
and I'll have a grenade ready just in case.
sounds good. Yeah, you keep the grenade ready. I'll go try and very carefully look at the door.
Okay. So it's a big door. It's a very insulated door. But there is like a pad in the middle for where you're meant to put the code in. This is not an analog lock. This is a electronical one that was built into the door. Unfortunately, your slicer is currently the pot in a game of poker upstairs.
Yep. Okay. Not great.
You.
You
It's.
keep-
Oh, go ahead.
Sorry, I just want clarification on the term slicer. I feel like I say it quite often, and I'm not 100%. Is that like a computer?
Yeah,
expert
like a
hacker?
slicer
Yeah.
is the Star Wars word for hacking.
Okay.
Because nothing can have a normal name because we're in space.
Do you need like specific tools to do that and training and?
It
stuff?
removes black dice, but it is a computer check to do slicing.
Okay, because I can try. I don't have the tools with me unless
I
Caradog
don't either.
Droid is with us, but
No.
Okay.
No, I would have required a stealth check from the droid to be here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am minorly good at computers. So.
Like, it's only a 5-digit code. You know, how many possibilities could there be?
Well, if you do it well enough, could you also just like take the console apart and like hotwire it essentially?
You could try, but that has a much that is a much easier way to set off security by physically tampering with it than it is to like try hacking it.
Put a magnet on it.
Yep, that clearly solves the issue. Murder, 12 points to murder door. But Emmy, if you would like, you may roll to slice the safe door.
I'm nervous now.
You should be. It's a hard check.
Don't be. You got this. Just.
I
deep
don't
breath.
think I do.
No, deep
The
breaths,
lens
you
good,
got
the
this.
mechanics, not as
No,
much
you're
the
good.
computers.
You're good. It's good.
You're fine.
Ripperoni.
Yeah.
Close.
You rolled fucking fantastically. Opposition dice wasn't there for it though.
Unfortunately, you just don't have the tools. You don't have the exact know-how for it. As you try to like hack into the door computer, you'd notice that the droid on either side of you, like the lights slowly turning on.
Cool. Can I?
With that, we'll jump back to
go
the
ahead.
room. Because that's how Star Wars works. We go with the most cinematic timing. So, the last roll was a...
It was
Okay.
a despair and a
Yeah.
failure.
Everett the Basilisk seems to be getting... He doesn't, like, murder... You're making cogent points about you murdering him before he can do anything. But he is
Yep.
sick and tired of you fucking bullies. You know,
Yep,
there's always a slice of every bit of hard work he puts out being taken by someone. It might be you, it might be the Empire, it might be the Hutts, but this is his hill.
Okay.
He is not going to stand for another one of you people walking in and stomping all over his achievements.
Would it be a perception check to like check for the panic button?
Yes, with the asterisks of if it's behind a desk or something, you're not going to be able to see it.
I just meant like check my immediate surroundings to see if I can like see get
or if
specifics.
he's reaching for something.
Yeah.
But he's more slamming his hands on the table right now because he has fucking had it.
Yeah, no, he's taking a stand.
Yeah, this
Okay.
is like the line is fucking here, no further. Yeah, you can you can roll a perception check.
Okay, I'm gonna try to. Not great at that either. All set up?
Yeah.
Nope. Don't see it.
I will say with the amount of angry testosterone he's leaking right now, you're fairly sure if Darth Vader walked into the room, he'd have a go at him.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Can I use my overwhelming aura?
I don't know
On
what that
him.
means.
I have an ability.
So that's a force power?
Mm-hmm.
Is that part of presence? Sorry, influence?
It is probably part of profit. Yeah, it's part of profit.
Okay, so
Yeah,
commit
it's a
force
talent, not a power.
Okay, I understand. Okay, give me 1 second. Melon's making some noises, and then I'm gonna resolve that.
Melon always out here making noises.
Yeah, this is about to go pear-shaped, I'm sure.
Yeah. On the bright side, I get to use the thermite.
Yeah. I don't know how we're escaping, but yeah.
20 guards at the bottom floor, like literally in the basement. We can kill our 2 guards and just leave before they get us, essentially. If we are just engaged in actual combat.
I'll say things are going pretty well on our end. I've made a bunch of friends.
Yeah, no, you guys are doing great.
Keep him
Too
distracted.
God, I got buddies now.
If you hear loud explosions coming from the basement,
It's just the bathroom. It's fine.
exactly.
I'll draw their attention with a well-placed Houdini. They won't
Perfect.
Strategically placed.
Boy, howdy. I'm gonna be honest, guys. I don't think we're built for diplomacy.
So, turns out Melon was just sitting in the bath crying by herself.
Listen, we've all been there.
Yeah,
Classic
relatable,
Melon.
right?
I don't find that relatable, and I'm sorry for all of you.
Oh no.
Okay, so, I'm gonna look at my GM screen, but right now I'm trying to rectify 2 despairs. I don't think with 2 despairs you guys are getting exactly what you want out of this negotiation, regardless of what the next roll is. But I don't have my mind locked on anything. That's just, it feels like a despair, let alone 2 despairs should.
I mean, 2 despairs and 2 failures, like, because those
Yeah.
are separate things.
Yeah, but you know what I mean, though. I'm just saying if the GM screen offers any sage advice on this matter. No, unfortunately not with this specific instance. Unfortunate. So, gonna switch tabs for a moment. So he, where he's at the moment is, you guys have fucking done it. You guys aren't leaving here with this insult. What you guys would be able to get from a further check is potentially being like, we'll leave you alone. You leave us alone. We're leaving. But he is. We're at a bunch of failures. We're at fret. We're at despairs. He is not. Even if you guys were willing to just be paying him money, it's not about that anymore. There is a principle that he's fucking standing for now.
Okay. Angel. Fully. Are you okay with me reaching over, putting a garrote on him, and choking him out a little bit?
I mean, are you asking Angel? Angel doesn't
I'm
care right
asking
now.
Angel. Okay.
Angel
Patmore.
is annoyed.
Yeah.
Patmore. Maneuver to aim action, and I'll do exactly that.
So you can roll initiative against him. If you succeed, you can do it. You can roll to do what you're doing before he can do anything.
You're such a fuckface.
That I would agree with that. So this would be cool for you, vigilance for him.
He's gonna be so good at fucking vigilance. Whatever. Yeah. Oh, cool. Oh, come on with today.
Sorry. He.
Wow.
Yeah. He is.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna roll a check, Murder. What's your deception? What's your cunning?
2.
2. Okay. His instinctual first thought was he was just going to jump over the table and attack you. He has reconsidered that because you scare him a little bit. And he's going to hit his panic button, and he's going to, as a maneuver, jump out the window. Or at least
That's
try
fine.
to. There is a
I
roll.
don't-
He is slightly large. I'm going to see if he makes it out the window.
Honestly, we should jump out the window too. I don't want to.
That would be a brawl versus. He is stuck in the window.
Okay.
Can I use my earbud comlink to the rest of the party to say, shit's going sideways, we need to get out of here?
Yes, assuming everyone else has their comlinks on. Is anyone opting out of that?
Probably not during a mission.
Yeah, not during a mission.
Caradog?
I mean, no, Caradog's gonna be able to hear it. He's just not in a position to talk. Well, he kind of can talk. Yeah.
Okay.
We just hear Utini repeatedly. over
Concerned
comlink.
Utini.
I will say, Siren, aside from an Utini, the only reply you get is a droid speaking binary at you.
Oh, hey, Rubats.
Do we know binary?
You do
I don't
not
know how that works.
Caradog hears, I'm
Caradog.
on my way.
Oh no.
No! The situation's gonna get way worse. Oh god.
No, Utini, no.
Yeah, I think
The Utinis get incredibly concerned.
Utino.
Wait, is genocidal Columbo coming? What's going on?
Yeah.
That's fucking Columbo. Caradog's just like, no, Columbo, please.
It's fine.
Hey, buddy,
Okay.
Columbo. Maybe don't.
So,
Columbo.
I'm picking up some real nice propaganda we can watch when we get back. You just state the shit. Need it ready.
Emmy, I thought you said your comlink was off.
No, mine was on. I
Oh,
said
yeah,
not
no.
during a mission.
Sorry, I
Yeah, we kept
I
ours
100%
on.
misunderstood that. I thought you said it was off because it was you guys were on a mission. Not a problem.
No, it's on because we're on a
okay.
mission.
Columbo's gonna crash the fucking ship into the building.
Emmy, I will allow you to roll a check against Columbo's loyalty.
Oh, what kind of trick?
I need a negotiation, leadership, charm. No, not charm. Coercion.
These are all terrible. So
I get the coercion or negotiation, like trying to talk him down.
I will give you a roll in a moment, but there's going to be black dice to it because you'll have a lower DC because he's loyal to you, but because you're speaking in Udini's, it will be a much lower check, like a much different check. So, Emmy, roll
Okay.
roll for Glennon.
Fuck!
I don't think it worked, guys.
Okay, so
What is this session? What is this session today?
so
Glennon has one green die, so I wasn't expecting a success.
it was close.
It was weirdly close, yeah.
So Cara Dog, I'll give you two blacks because you're speaking to Houdini, but the DC's been downed. I've taken 2 purples away.
We're not gonna have a ship to get off this fucking planet.
Nah, don't
Alright.
worry. He's loyal. He's smart. He's ruthless.
Alright, what am I rolling, Captain?
Leadership.
Alright. I believe in this.
You've got this.
Did I? I did. I did do the thing. Come on. Oh! Oh, and it's a threat! Oh!
So close.
Glennon, take 2 strain from stress. Cara Dog, take 1 strain from stress.
Oh no.
Can
I get like 5?
you can have 5 if you want to.
You're not stressed. I think 3 is fair.
Okay.
Just
Don't-
ambient stress.
Don't worry, Columbo is a very well thought out friend, and he's going to do what's in everyone's best interest.
Okay, cool.
So he's gonna bomb the arena.
Eric's gonna blow up everything.
It's fine.
It's probably fine.
Columbo's been on the ship making thermite. Nobody knew.
Yeah, he watched Glennon make it
Glennon.
like secretly, and he's like, okay, I can do that. That's easy. I can do that.
Like,
I will consider this.
he rolls out of the ship with like a Rambo bandana and just a blaster pistol in his hand.
Oh boy.
Yeah. He's got a knife.
Oh yeah, you
in
got
his
his knife.
mouth.
Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna go into initiative.
Well, can I take my turn since he took his?
Oh yeah, absolutely. After that, we're going to proper initiative though.
Okay. He bounced off a window, essentially, right?
No. He is stuck in the window frame.
Even better. Even better.
You have like just bottom legs dangling out of the window as the front half is trying to push itself out, but his hips are too big.
Okay, I'm gonna put my M60 that shoots laser bolts up to his like rear.
Yeah.
And go, okay, last chance to give me the fucking code to the vault.
Would you like to spend an action to try to do a coercion, or is like is that are you attempting a social check right now? I guess is my question.
Well, yeah, essentially, and then when that fails, I'm gonna use my one maneuver to like check his pockets for a data pad.
Okay. So Motor, it's a hard check because everything before, but I am going to throw some blue dice at you because he's stuck and you've got a gun pointed at his bottom.
Yep.
I would argue the gun at the bottom is an upgrade at this point.
It can be several blue dice or one upgrade is the sort of thing.
Oh boy. Probably blue dice then. Spaghetti at the wall.
Yeah. It's whichever, man. This is
Yeah,
not gonna be
it's
determined by
hard,
that.
it's unlikely, but it's possible. A lot of things that were likely haven't happened, so why not?
You ready?
Yep.
Why not?
Are you fucking kidding me? Come on, this
Perfectly
is the,
balanced. There's not any success or failure there.
this is the most insulting one.
I know.
Yeah.
I agree.
I,
He will say that he doesn't think you have the balls to shoot him.
Okay, motherfucker.
so filibuster, I need you to understand how frustrating all of this is. In the entire time I've played this game, I think I've succeeded on something I'm good at 3 times.
Oh my
3.
god.
So
I
watching all
I
of
know
this
this
is just like,
So,
why?
Murder, if you like, as part of the check, you can fire.
Can I real quick maneuver first to check his pockets for a data pad if he's that stupid? Like I can fire and
Okay.
do that. He's not gonna
Okay,
die
okay.
in this one shot.
I will consider your first thing at your maneuver 1. So if you take 2 strain to second maneuver to do that, I'm cool with it.
Okay.
I'm
Wait,
also
my
going to treat
first-
him as like short range and not close range for the sake of shooting. Like I'm not going to give you the difficulty upgrades for
Yeah,
shooting
no,
in
because it
person
doesn't
anyway.
make sense.
In the
So-
same
so-
way, in D&D, a troll that's prone shouldn't be any harder to hit than a troll standing up.
What the fuck? Why is my threshold 0? That should. I didn't take any grit, so that should just be 12, I think. All right. Anyway. So I'll take 2 strain because I wasted both my
Yep.
maneuvers, and I will shoot now. That's where we're at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So can you roll it from the weapon, not from?
Okay.
Like we can keep your original roll. I just want to see the weapon stuff.
Can. Like yes, but do I risk it?
What are you asking?
Yeah. Fuck it. Whatever. Put another purple dice on that.
Oh, okay. There's 2 purples now. What were you risking?
Well, okay. So is it left to right, or is it right to left?
We always take the one closest to the left.
So that's a threat. So I can auto fire in his ass.
Oh, okay. I understand where you're going here. Okay, so it's the first 2 dice. We're ignoring the advantage and threat. Okay. Yes, you may auto fire in this person's gluteus maximus.
Okay, that's 11 damage twice.
Okay. He is dead. You have successfully cooked his insides.
Cool.
Good job.
The maneuver I put on just checking for a data pad. That anything?
So in his pockets, he has his keys. He has a wallet. He has a switchblade. He has his comlink. And he has a holdout blaster. You think
Cool.
maybe in his desk, maybe in his ship.
Okay, I'm gonna ask Siren, hey, can you check the desk? I'm just gonna hold them off, and then we're slowly gonna start making our way through here.
Why don't we just jump out the window?
Because there's a fat guy in it.
Push him through!
I just shot him in the ass. I can't right now.
The ass is toasty.
Why the ass? You could have the back.
It's the
He
only
was-
target.
He was ass first in my face.
He needed to shoot something.
I mean, we could definitely steal a ship. Sure, I will when it gets to be my turn. Because I think we're in
Okay.
turn order now.
Yeah. Can I have initiative from everyone? I'm just gonna clear the dice pool for you.
Is it cool or vigilance?
It's vigilance for everyone. Except
Can I
for
re-roll
Tank.
because mine was cool?
What? Do you see this?
Yeah.
I don't. No!
It's also not vigilance for me.
Oh yeah, you're weird though.
Yeah, it's wolf for you. Huh?
It is wolf for me. Yeah.
I did not fail or succeed. I'm one with the force. Wow. Wow.
What the fuck is today?
Wow.
Yeah, no, really cursed. We had a lot of crits in the Thursday session. Like an unconscionable number of crits in the Thursday session.
Like, that is the most successes I've rolled all session.
It'd
On
be like that.
basically a useless roll.
You can search the desk real fast.
I'm guessing that's 3, right?
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
I got you.
Mine is 0.3, right?
Yep. All right, time to make some bacon.
Now, I think we might want to end it here because we're 3 minutes from session time, and I think it's going to probably take a minimum of an hour to wrap up this encounter. Not because of how big it is, but just because we're doing 3 different set pieces, and it just kind of drags
Yeah.
a little bit.
A lot of moving parts.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I will say, Murder, I think for the first time in a while, you've got a kill you haven't got before. You've never killed a basilisk by shooting him through the butt.
I've never killed a basilisk, but yeah, the method is awesome.
Yeah.
Cat, new kill for you. You've never killed someone from diarrhea.
Yep.
I'll-
Dysentery, weaponized dysentery
Yep.
is not my usual forte.
Yeah, I'll give that one to Murder as well. He's never poisoned anyone in this game. I think things are going to turn out kind of okay the way you guys are spaced. It's not awful. The people at most risk are probably Benier and Glennon, but they're probably good.
I'm about to
Oh.
feed those droids so much thermite.
I got
It's
a
fine.
very fun improvised bomb ability.
Yeah.
So
Like, you two are
yeah.
probably fine. I'm not worried in any common encounter which tank is present in, just as a rule.
the Chaos Crew, Benny
Yeah.
and Glenn right now.
It's just Benny and Glenn. We're gonna have so much fun.
I'm potentially a little bit worried about Caradog, but we'll work that out. I'm most
I think
worried...
Caradog has enough charm to get through. I think he'll be
Yeah.
fine.
I think
Also-
when the alarms start blaring,
Yeah.
you can just kind of slip through. Yeah.
Yeah.
Really
Yeah.
fine, you know.
I'm
He's
also
a
a
lovable. He's a lovable little fucker.
I'm a little bit worried for Columbo, but we're gonna work it out.
I love Columbo. He's my bud. I hope he doesn't get mad at me for lying about having propaganda.
That's where the fear should be.
We can stop by and get some propaganda on the way home.
Now, I will say, like, he is going to help you. He's not going to ram the ship into the building or anything like that because he doesn't want to hurt Caradog, but he's definitely going to make his way to saving you.
Yeah.
Uh,
Columbo is on the way. Never
Yeah.
anyone fear.
Yeah.
Columbo is the hero.
What does the basilisk look like?
Oh, they're the forehand. I'll
He's
bring
lumpy.
smart.
They got 4
It's
arms
like
and they
the
got the little
Ponkrell
flat
thing.
head. It's they got no noses.
Dex,
Uh,
Punkrell.
How can they be
that's
fat?
kind of it.
Is what? Because based on everything you've said, I'm like, what?
Dex is pretty fat.
Oh, no,
Like,
they
he's
do that.
stubby and chunky.
There's
If he
a
runs a diner.
basilisk in I think a Clone Wars episode that like picks up Savage and he's like a overweight, paunchy little guy.
Yeah. So this is kind of the generic basilisk art. Here's the one from the movies.
God, what I would give to know what went through his head as 2 blaster bolts just went through his ass.
Here's a really
Blaster.
fit basilisk. Because there are fit ones.
Are you showing him the images of Ponkrell?
That
I can't.
that
I got one.
That basilisk is taking full advantage of all 4 of his arms.
Here's an evil basilisk.
Is that a CF?
Dark
Nope.
Jedi.
Yeah. No, he's
Um,
kind of just a loser and a doofus.
Just a bit,
Uh,
honestly.
Like a little bit of a failure and kind of a jerk.
Here
He was
is
just
a
mean to
murder
clones.
hobo basilisk,
Yeah,
apparently.
he's mean to clones,
Um,
and they don't need that.
How can you do that to clones?
Except they've got enough things going against them. You don't need to be a dick to them.
They killed the Jedi.
Not yet. Not when Ponkrell was being a dick to them.
Oh, hey,
That's not
Murder.
true either.
I found your next
They did
character
shoot-
art.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Your next character's a basilisk, by the way.
No, they
Why
look
is he
stupid.
holding like that? It's literally the dumbest way you could be holding that.
He didn't have a lot of
Isn't
options,
he
okay?
Isn't he, for all intents and purposes, holding the barrel?
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
there were a
That is
million options.
dumb.
It's probably toasty. Maybe his hands are cold.
Yeah.
Stabilizing.
But,
The most stable gun.
but yeah,
Most
Oil.
stable- Exactly.
basilisks are weird 4-armed lizard people.
Yeah.
And it's good that we killed the only one we met.
Yeah.
What I always loved about the basilisks is that their height ranges like dramatically. Because Ponkrell was like nearly 8 feet, wasn't he? And then like
Yeah.
you can find some that are only like 3 feet tall.
Yeah, they're one of the smaller used species in Star Wars, so it's super inconsistent with what they are and what they can do.
Yeah.
Wild.
Which is fine, that happens sometimes in Star Wars. You just have a race that doesn't have too many appearances, so it's like a little bit random what they do. Like I think in Legends, because of how late basilisks were introduced, really there's only Dax in there. In canon, like a basilisk can be anything from like 1.5 meters to 2.5 meters, where in Legends they can be about 1.5 meters.
Yeah, in Legends they're considerably smaller. Like I
Yeah.
remember in the I think the Ultimate Alien Anthology, like when they were first talking about alien like descriptions in xenobiology,
Yeah.
they were only about 3 feet tall.
Yeah, I think they were only made big for the Clone Wars, just because they wanted a bad guy
Yep.
Jedi.
Probably.
Yeah.
Like Pong Krell was probably the reason why they were no, like the sequel trilogy too, like or the prequel trilogy too, they made them bigger, and I don't know what the hell was going on with that.
I will
Because
say,
it's easier to green screen a human in a bodysuit than
That's true. Yeah.
like
that is
a
true.
small thing.
Pog Krell, waste of a bad guy. Could have done some cool things with him.
Yeah, I mean
Well,
shit.
Star Wars has a bevy of cool bad guys and cool good guys and cool